let's
we
do
gonna
this
do
one.
the?
Then.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I've got a
so-
question.
Okay.
What is your favorite weather and why?
Okay.
We will start with Thorne.
I think Thorne's favorite weather would be sort of in the summer when it's not too hot or not too cold. It's just right, and there's like a summer wind picking up, and it's like the breeze on your face just feels really nice, and it picks up all the leaves and everything. And it kind of just reminds Thorne back when they were still on the farm. And there was this one tree that they really liked, sort of in the back on a hill. And they spent a lot of time there. And it was sort of their favourite spot. But sort of not too hot, not too cold, just right, with a little bit of wind.
That's cute.
Goldilocks weather.
Yeah.
Lockhart.
I am quite fond of the twilight hours.
Sure.
When the day is finally done and night stretches across the horizon. I'm partial to colder weather, autumn, winter. I like staying inside and looking out into the dark and stormy wilderness, knowing that I myself am safe while seeing the world crumble around me.
Gee. Lastly, last little warm-up question. Moving on to May.
That was really depressing, kind of. I can't lie.
Yeah, we went from like nice summer weather to like really depressing, like emo boy, and now all we get here, will it be worse or will it be better?
As much as I don't want to do research on spiders, because I have a phobia of bugs, like spiders, butterflies.
I have
crawling.
arachnophobia as well.
I hate it. But apparently the best weather for spiders, I would imagine May's like ideal weather would be like, in the summer, like it's nice and warm,
Yeah.
but like it also just rained, or like it is raining and it's like warm.
Summer shower, yeah.
But
Yeah,
when you get that
it's
like taste in your mouth of like hot rain, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like very humid, very warm, very like,
And that's usually
relaxing kind of.
that's the type of weather where the rainbows come out as well.
Yeah. Apparently that's when spiders like produce stuff best. It is an ideal environment for them to thrive and build webs.
Wow.
But of course, she never really gets to go outside or experience that. Like only on like the rare occasions, because most of the time she would be indoors, like doing either blood like research with her mother, or just like using like her silk to make things, that they sell. That's why they're like so rich. So I would say there's like a little trauma behind it, but she does daydream a lot about like being in that sort of weather. Being in that environment, sorry.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
I like it. But one final thing, make sure you're recording this, Mrs. Thorne. Get ready for this episode of many, many things. Fire through the flames, going through the cinders, death, and lastly, sadness and Edina crying. We'll see you another time. Enjoy the episode. Straight back into it. And we're not going to do any warm-up questions this week because we're starting off with combat. So don't really need to get straight into your like lore or anything like that. But I want to dive straight into the deep end. Emmanuel, you've had a week to think about what you want to do. It better be good.
I've had a week to try and remember what I knew I was going to do before you said, oh yeah, let's stop now. Okay, so first of all, the Raven. Is it able to grab the bucket of water that I've been running to?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so it's going to grab the bucket. Need to roll anything?
Nope.
Cool. And then starts flying towards Thorne. Meanwhile, I, on the other hand, I'm going to step out from over here. That's get the ruler. Wait, hang on. I'm clicking all the wrong buttons. I'm thinking. Yeah, that's in range. So I'm going to get out my crossbow, and on my crossbow there's like a little metal slit. Grab my hand, slit my hand on that little piece of metal, and activate Crimson Right on the crossbow. So that's 1d4 damage. That's 3 damage to me. And was I going to cast, or can I cast anything else? Ooh, I can. Do I want to, though?
It's up to you, bud.
Devil's Due. Nah,
Devil's Due is a very nice ability.
It's a reaction. It's a reaction to taking damage.
Uh-huh.
Oh, when another creature takes damage. I don't need to cast it right now because I'm on full health. Oh wait, I'm not. I just damaged myself.
From Crimson Right, yeah.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna use it just yet. I'm gonna fire my crossbow. And that's a natural one.
Oh, great start, guys.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, who are you trying to hit?
I was gonna try and hit Pumpkinhead A, because that's the one closest to our downed compadre.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what happens again is like similar to last week of the fact that you and Thorne try shoot from, I'd say about, let me just quickly rule of this, about 30 feet away from this pumpkin. It just zooms past their head and kind of sticks onto the wall behind them, kind of around the same slot, catching onto kind of some of these wooden planks of the house behind Pumpkinhead A. And Emmanuel, is there anything else you want to do? You want to speak to Thorne, or you want to have a little conversation, shout towards May?
I shout to May, "Get him back up!" And I'm gonna use a little bit more movement to
He's really thinking about this.
move here. Yeah, I don't want to run there so they have a chance to attack me.
Okay, yeah.
But just so I don't have to, because I wouldn't make it in 30 feet from where I was. That go took a week in the making.
Wow,
Game-changing.
that's a game-changing week to think about that move right there.
Such a waste.
No, as we move on to Amalgamation's turn, from behind you, Emmanuel, you kind of hear the clip-clopping of the horses, and as you turn, like, the ground is shaking kind of behind you. I'd say relatively around 20 feet, and you kind of hear William shouting behind you. He's got his horse in his carriage, and he's absolutely whipping it. You see the stress on his face. This is a man who's in desperation, kind of in this need, and he kind of turns towards you and shouts, "Get onto that well!" He's finally got the pump for it, and he kind of arrives with 2 extra buckets. So,
fuck yeah.
Towards coming to this well, does have all of the pumpkin heads around it, but he is now on the aspect of trying to deal with these fires. But we move on to Amalgamation's turn. Now, of course, Amalgamation isn't here, so I will need to get up their sheet real quick. Give me a second. I will roll it to myself because you guys don't get to know. Roll self. And that's Amalgamation's turn done. We move on to May.
Okay. I've also had a whole week to think about what I would do.
Oof, everyone's thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna cast level 2 cure wounds. to amalgamation. So because we're like very close up, I see her like, well, sorry, him, like laying on the floor, kind of, you know, dead. And
Oof.
Whoa.
Good job. Oh my gosh.
oh my
You are not
my
letting him
God.
die. That's for
put both
sure.
of my hands on like his shoulders, just like healing him, like flowing like all the energy through my hands, and fucking heal him for 25 HP.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, guys, I'm kind of goated. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Maybe we're not cooked, guys.
You just see Emmanuel give you a thumbs up and wink at you.
I basically just like resuscitated. Is that like the equivalent of rolling a 20?
You basically
funny.
like put a fucking charge on him and like zapped him back to life. Clear. But tell me how it happens. I mean, you just did basically, but tell me how.
I just see him laying on the floor, take my hands, grab him on the shoulders, and just. I was gonna say just like have the healing, like the energy like going through my hands, but you know what? I might as well do the little resuscitating thing with like my hands going like zzz, and they're just back alive. Like, you know, call it like a little electric shock or something, but he's back alive. Happier than ever. And
Kind of with.
that is my turn. Unless I have really nothing to say. Actually, you know what? I'll say to Malcolm when they're back alive, I'll be like, get up and keep fighting. The fight is not
Malcolm.
over yet.
Malcolm kind of turns his head around because Mr. DM, funnily enough, is playing as Malcolm today for the second time. Returning Malcolm player. It's like me and Rhea basically sharing this character at this point. And is Malcolm in a rage? I'm not too sure. I would assume not because they've just been downed, but they're going to do something you haven't seen before. Malcolm kind of looks at you, notices that this is not a thing to be messed with, this situation. This is something new. And he kind of turns, grits his teeth a little, and you notice his exterior become more like metally in a way, kind of his biceps turning into iron, his legs turning into copper, and he kind of just gets this hardened exterior as he slowly kind of transmutates from the chest outwards into this metal exterior. And Malcolm has used something that you guys haven't seen before. The skin of coffin nails. That exterior of all of this bones and everything is completely gone, being replaced by like iron bars, the veins kind of popping and everything now with different colors of like metals kind of flowing through, little bits of rusty parts where the fingertips are and the nails kind of extruding into like a screw in a way. And he kind of turns right round to you, May, and he has like a sort of a smile and corner. As we move on to the pumpkin's turn, Malcolm has just activated their dark bargain.
I was gonna say, yeah, that was the dark bargain that the hag gave me, I'm pretty sure.
Skin of coffin nails. First time you guys have seen it, but
Pretty fucking cool.
it is pretty cool, and you don't even know what it does. The cooler part is they gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage. Oh!
How much?
But it
one
begs
would
the
you pay
question.
How much?
Hmm?
What resistance? How much?
You choose one, just based on.
Oh.
I'm not gonna tell you which.
It also
Because
begs the
that-
question, who gave Malcolm the dark bargain?
No one knows anything about Malcolm's law, so I won't spoil.
Exactly,
That's
yeah.
for Malcolm to bring up. But Pumpkinhead's turn. We left last week of these kind of acrobatic pumpkins with their heads like kind of bashed in. Pumpkinhead A kind of being missing half a face, drooping out, like bits hitting the floor and kind of splashing all over their feet. But they do have something. Remember their pitchforks and their multi-attacks? Well, they're still here. Kind of the one with the eye missing, noticing that this erotic kind of monster has just appeared out of nowhere, kind of making sure that all of their previous bones and structures have been turned into pure metal, kind of solidifying their exterior. Does not want to fuck with that at all. So what they're gonna do is something a little cool. Amalgamation, you are gonna have to give me a saving throw.
You said amalgamation.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
talking to myself. Because I'm having to DM and play at the same time. So it's a little tricky, but I'm getting used to it. So Pumpkinhead kind of puts his hands towards Malcolm and touches him on the shoulder as this happened, and it's a weird feeling. Malcolm's like head slowly starts to get messed up and stuff like that, and you see all of this metal and stuff that's protruding out of his hands kind of immediately stop. And Malcolm kind of drops his axe onto the floor, hitting his foot, kind of making a massive clanging sound onto the floor as he no longer can move. What has happened is Malcolm has had his personality consumed as this Pumpkinhead slowly starts to grow in size, kind of its clothing changing into bones and stuff like that, and its kind of general demeanor getting more angry as it looks like it's about to go into a rage, and dealing 7 damage to Malcolm.
Did it just Kirby Malcolm?
It did.
Oh fuck!
God.
It stole Malcolm's personality.
Oh no!
The other two, though, noticing that the healing is going on and the resuscitation has happened from behind, are going to turn towards you, May. Their eyes kind of locked into you, seeing that this kind of glowy green essence around your hands has like clearly rebrought this abominable man back to life. So they're going to turn towards you and try to see if they can throw that trident kind of around where your hands are. A 19 does hit.
Oh, yeah, a little
So
bit.
this Pumpkinhead C right next to you is going to try and just absolutely throw it and kind of stab it through your hand in a way. And he kind of lifts it up, brings his arm higher towards, and of course your hands were on Malcolm's shoulders. So he's going to absolutely just stab it through your hand, dealing 6 damage.
Okay. That's... It's not good, but it's
It's not great.
Not great.
it's livable.
It's
I don't know if
livable. I
that's
mean, you
word, but
have a trident in your hand, or a pitchfork in a way, but that's about it. Pumpkinhead B kind of noticing that William is arriving, kind of that horse on a carriage, kind of more arriving towards this well, is going to turn towards you two, Lockhart, and he's going to see if he can throw his pitchfork kind of into that wheel wagon to see if he can stop the horse in its tracks. Yeah. So as he tries to go and throw this pitchfork into the wheels to stop this cart, William manages to kind of like swerve out of the way around it. Horse kind of losing a bit off balance, kind of swerving around you, Lockhart. William finally arriving kind of right next to you at this well, kind of giving you this pump and telling you to hurry up. Lockhart, fucking go! And now we go towards Thorne.
Okay, I've still got my bucket, but I don't really want to head in that direction. So I'm going to, instead, for now, I'm going to cast Bane on the 3 pumpkin heads that are currently in front of us. And they need to do a charisma saving throw of 13 for the DC.
Okie dokie. Two of them save,
2 of them save.
and Pumpkinhead C does not.
Okay, they will have to take 1d4 to their next attack rolls and saves.
Nice. Tell me how it looks.
So I'm sort of seeing these pumpkins just swarming our party, and I'm gonna just stop and like glare at them all, and my pumpkin heads, like the flames from it are like firing up, and I'm just like really trying to stare at them down. Like I'm the only pumpkin that should be here right now. And then for my bonus, there's not really much I can do other than, let's have a look. Actually, no, I can, yeah, for my bonus, I would like to use my Omen of Doom on Pumpkinhead A. So my spectral steed will gallop in sort of near Pumpkinhead A, and
The horse, right?
yeah, the
Jasmin?
horse, the horse, my horse appears pretty much.
I can't shrink the size, but you know,
It's there. Yep,
he's here.
he's here.
He's fucking massive.
I mean, he's realistically not gonna be that size, right? It's just we don't own fucking D&D Beyond membership, so I can't shrink the size. But Jasmin, how big is that horse? How big is your Omen?
I can, like, are you saying literally or just like?
Just towards your imagination, how big is this horse? What does he kind of look like as he kind of gallops in?
He's fairly large, sort of not as big as like a magical, like, I don't know, just the size of a horse you'd see maybe carrying like a like ones that you'd use on a farm, pretty much.
Yeah.
And he's got these black braids, and it's he's got these red piercing eyes as well, and just pretty much its whole fur and everything is just pitch black.
Nice. I like it. So kind of before you finish your turn, as you cast Bane, you kind of spectate this blue glow around it and kind of chuck it towards all of these pumpkin heads. Two of them managing to dodge that effect, kind of swirling around their head. But Pumpkinhead C has this kind of crossy blue effect, kind of swivel around his head and kind of elongate towards the end and shoot up, kind of hovering this blue spectral glow, kind of slowing him down a little bit as you see his physical demeanor kind of weaken. But moving on to Mr. Raven.
I'm gonna give the control of the Raven to Thorne because that's.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean,
I've
we're-
kind of given the Raven to you.
We're close enough to May now that maybe she could just control it since it's hers. But
Yeah.
if you want,
Okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure I can control it in like any range.
yeah. But since
If
it,
you'd like to have a turn, go for it.
who's controlling
What is it
Huh?
gonna do?
It's got a bucket right now.
I guess. I guess I can like fly over to this house and I guess just like throw the water on it. I don't know. It's not gonna do much.
Raven has no water in its bucket. It's just holding a
Oh,
bucket.
does it not? Oh,
No.
hold on. Never mind. Can I do a little funny thing? How big are the pumpkins and how big is the bucket?
You want to drop the bucket on the pumpkin?
Yeah.
Fucking give me an attack roll. Come on, let's go.
Oh no.
It's a regular attack roll.
Yeah, just the regular one.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Huh. Hold on.
How high are we dropping this from?
If it... Okay, how about we decide how high it is from after the attack roll to see, like, how much, you know. Wait, no, attack roll is just, like, for damage, not actual.
Yeah, just roll me a d20.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. I might actually be able to do this for you. Just give me a second, because I've got all of the Raven stats here.
Oh yeah, you do, don't you?
Yes, I do. The Raven also can hit these guys with its beak. Normally, I will keep that in mind and tell you.
Bucket would be funnier.
It
Imagine
will
just
be.
flies about there. It's like. Pew.
I will say, let's go for a dex roll. 16. Edina, tell me what happens.
Wait, so that's
It hits. Tell me how you want it to happen.
perfect. Okay, so, it starts like flying from Thorne to like, kind of where me and Malcolm are, and it just. Which pumpkin is the lowest? Or like the most dangerous? Is it Pumpkin A that has a personality thing?
Yes.
Okay, it flies over to Pumpkin A. It's like quite high, because like the way that it's been flying is like flying upwards, but like, forwards. Anyways, and it just, when it's like above the pumpkin head, it just drops the bucket.
Give me a D4 attack roll.
D4.
Yep.
4 for
Just
4.
normal D4. It won't have any bonuses to it.
Oh, ignore that D20. I forgot to undo that. Hold on.
17 damage!
From where I'm
Yes!
standing, Emmanuel
Oh.
is just like,
1.
What's that
2-1.
seagull in the sky? 2-1.
Seagull!
Yeah, basically seagull. 1 damage. So as this like kind of raven picks up this bucket, ignoring the massive fires that's going on, and rather than collecting water, it kind of flaps its wings, kind of adjacent to in the sky of all of the other crows that are kind of circling around, staring at you guys, kind of trying to gather kind of secrets and that all of that generalized information from you, kind of dig into your dark bargains per se, what's going on. It kind of drops this bucket at like, how high would you say? 20 feet?
Sure, yeah.
And it kind of, you see it zoom down from behind, and you hear like the whistling of it going, like, and it hits this pumpkin head, kind of indenting like an area on the top before bouncing off, and he kind of gets a little bit concussed from it, but he looks relatively fine, but it deals 1 damage towards him.
is the bucket still intact?
The bucket is still intact because it landed on quite a soft pumpkin, but
Can the
Emmanuel,
bucket land like upside down on the pumpkin so it blinds him?
if you had said that before we dropped it, I could have, but we had already dropped
Oh,
it, so I will say
okay.
no. Emmanuel, your turn.
Okay, he looks at May and is kind of looks at the bucket and is like, that's your problem now. So what has William actually given me?
So William has given you kind of this rusty kind of metal pipe, realistically, and it's got this like kind of longer handle towards the end that splits out into 2, and it kind of looks like if you press it down, it's shaped like a tap, and it will kind of suck out some water and push some out on the other side.
Oh, I don't know the best way to do this, because they're not gonna be happy. I'm also just gonna signal to May, keep them busy while I hold up the pump and kind of run to it, like sort of duck behind. I already know that they've seen me, but just to kind of get some cover, duck behind the well, put the pump in, and put one of the buckets that William's given me to try and fill up the water.
That will just be a utilize action, so very, very simple.
Okay, cool.
I don't think you have to do that on your sheet at all. So kind of as you go to fill up this water, you like plunge this pump into the water. You see kind of trickles of it splash out, and you can feel it in the air. The air is starting to get hot. You see places on the wooden kind of shops nearby, kind of the balcony starting to shake a little. Bits of it kind of acidy rock and like falling down, the wood hitting the floor and splintering. Everything is starting to fall apart now, and William kind of hurries you on and kind of puts buckets next to you like you're in a chef little lineup. He's hurrying you along.
Okay, and is that my main action?
Yes, that will be your main action.
Is that going to take time, or will the bucket be full?
It would need
during the
just to
duration of it.
utilize action, and then that's one bucket filled up.
Okay. I'll take. I'll leave one of the buckets there. Take the other one and bring it to Thorne. So that on their go they can run straight to the fire, and I'll take the empty bucket from them.
Thanks.
Nice. We now go to May.
Grand. Finally
Okay.
being useful.
Trying to think.
Bro could have thought about that in the week that he had.
Oh wait. Wait, do I have a new spell? What the fuck? Am I just stupid and I never saw it?
It's entirely possible. You have leveled up.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Bro has not been reading
Oh,
her spell list.
No, it's called Blood Sacrifice. I don't think.
My sorcerer
What?
doesn't actually read her spell slots.
No, listen. I swear this
No,
was
she's
not
actually
in
a
my
marshal.
second level slots before. Okay. Maybe it was. I just never did it because it does necrotic.
Too busy throwing daggers at people to cast
Yeah.
spells.
But you know what? It actually does damage. So don't hate the player, hate the game. Okay. Is Pumpkinhead a within an arm's reach?
I would say so, yes.
You guys can predict what I'm gonna do.
Inflict wounds.
What?
Yes!
It does 3d10. What? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do another one of my level 2 slots to hit it, and it does 12 damage.
It's good.
Can I die now, please?
You need to make me a melee attack roll.
Melee attack roll.
Mhm.
Hold on.
Because inflict wounds doesn't always hit; it can miss.
Uh-huh. So can I just ask, what is a melee attack roll? Can I just use my
it's-
daggers or anything?
It's just no. It would be like an unarmed one. I'm trying to see
Oh, unarmed
where.
strike.
Yeah, because you can't always just roll damage for it because inflict wounds does miss.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Hang on, give me a second, because I'm trying to.
It sure did miss.
No, so you need to roll me a d20 plus your spell attack modifier. So let me get your sheet up to see if I can help you. Because, yeah, d20 doesn't, fucking inflict wounds isn't always a hit. It can miss. It's like a normal spell. So...
Oh wait, yeah, a
inflict-
creature you touch makes a constitution saving throw, taking
Yes,
2d10
there we go.
necrotic damage on a failed save.
So, you're trying to Pumpkinhead A?
Yeah.
Constituting saving throw. Ooh, he fails it. And how much damage are you doing?
I think it was do you want me to reroll or do you want me to use the old one?
No, just old one's fine.
12, I think.
Mrs. May, tell me how you kill him.
Ooh.
Well, first of all, I see all the freak stuff that it's doing. So I do hesitate for a slight moment, out of fear. But then I just kind of see my raven flying above, so I just kind of have the confidence to reach out, grab wherever part I can, maybe the legs, I think, because I'm on the floor, I think. Still, laying down, or, sitting down. So I grab the legs and just kind of cast, mutter it, the spell under my breath. And then,
Mhm.
and it just does, the little slushing thing again, like I always like to do.
Nice. So kind of with that on the floor green glow around your hand, you can see this necrotic damage kind of flickering and spitting around, and you go for that kind of leg attack and kind of grasp his leg, and you see it rip inside of his hay, and you see kind of that necrotic effect to come from your hand and goes all up his body, kind of eroding out of his chest, splitting some of his hay in all different directions and all the way up until his head, until his pumpkin head kind of, after that bucket hit, eye socket missing, bits dripping out, you see kind of the necrotic damage flash out and all of his body just exploding, hay kind of going all over you, and pumpkin bits all over the floor as he dies.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
It's now Amalgamation's turn. What do I want to do? That is the question. Might just be a little bit of a average barbarian. So seeing the fact that May has just got rid of this Pumpkinhead bee and me completely covered in kind of these rusty metals, like that copper on my right arm, that kind of iron that's been made to be my leg. I'm kind of stuttering whilst moving very, very slowly, but I take up my great axe, kind of raise it above, and I'm going to try decapitate one of these pumpkin heads. I get... Ooh!
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ooh!
I'm guessing it's
damage.
dead.
Yeah, so kind of as Amalgamation kind of, you see this metallic creature emerge from the floor, basically, this monstrous effect, that kind of backstory element of, this is a guy that has been tested on, no longer a relic born, that glow has completely disappeared and a new thing has emerged, kind of dragging that great axe along the ground, May watching it kind of flicker sparks on the floor, kind of leave a trail of mud and kind of, I would say, hay in its way, ripping up the floor, kind of eroding it. You're going to take it from the floor, one arm swing, completely dissect Pumpkinhead's bee head clean off the slate, killing him instantly. And we move on to Thorne.
Okay, cool. So the bucket that I've been handed, was it full or not?
Empty.
Empty. Okay.
I thought I filled it.
No, full.
Full.
Apologies. You have the
Okay.
empty one.
Yeah, cool. Sort of seeing these guys get rid of these pumpkin heads, I'm sort of got this confidence in me that we could really do this. And I'm going to run over with my bucket in hand. I'm not sure I can actually make... Would dousing the flames be a full action then?
Yes.
Full action, okay.
Actually, no. I'll say it's a bonus.
A bonus, okay.
But filling them up is a utilize.
I utilize.
Action.
Okay, that's fine. So for my action, I'll just have to dash because I can't make it all the way. But I'm going to head towards this sort of saloon-looking building, the one like on the very right.
This one?
Yeah, that one there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that would be 40 feet of movement if I'm going around like that. And I'm going to try and get as close as I can within the limits of my hay body and try not to get scorched again. And I'm going to take the bucket and just throw it in the direction of the flames, trying to just see if that helps with anything.
Yep. So Thorne, as you kind of approach this, you hear the sounds of fighting once again. You see like more people tossing kind of these glass bottles at each other. You hear the breaking of them, kind of the shattering as it hits them, kind of they're fighting each other once again, kind of glass shards sticking where their realistically body should be. Kind of one of them wearing this dress, kind of looking a bit like someone who should have lived here, quite humanoid, like long hair but replaced by a pumpkin head once again, and the other one with a big bag of cornmeal, kind of just trying to hit the other one with it, spilling corn all over the floor. Kind of this shop, which it was, you'd see this is generally would have been a general store, corn on the shelves, kind of elongated along the floor, messy and stuff like that, glass being surrounded by the shop. But whilst getting closer to it, you feel this heat and it's burning. Now, to put this fire out, this fire is coming from the inside of the shop. These two pumpkin heads fighting on the porch. Thorne, how are you going to put it out?
So can they see me currently, or is it just...
No, they are too busy fighting each other.
If I get closer to them, would they sort of... Because
Would they attack you?
if I have to get inside to douse the flames, then that's sort of a thing I have to consider.
Only one way to find out.
Okay. Before I do that, I'm going to use my bonus action to move my horsey towards me. It can make the full movement, so I've got a little backup just in case.
Nice.
I'm going to I can't hide, but I'll sort of try to sneakily get by these two people fighting because I don't really want to deal with them by
Give me
myself.
a stealth check.
Okay. That's 12.
Nice. You get past them. Tell me how you do it.
Cool. I'm trying to get low to the ground as possible. Trying maybe like blending in with the grass. I'm just slowly, crouched down, making my way in, just checking every so often if they're still occupied with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So once I'm in, so are the flames just engulfing everything pretty much on the inside?
I'll tell you what's going on. So as you kind of try to sneak in, originally you feel this heat and it's causing you to take damage again. This is not your friend. This is fiery. This is painful. Kind of elongating your... not elongating, apologies. Kind of reducing your chances and time that you are able to be in this building. But as you go in, you see the wooden beam structures in the ceiling kind of falling to the floor, making quite loud thuds and kind of fire particles flickering everywhere onto the shop as you finally intrude onto this place, kind of having to barge the door open a little. These kind of pumpkin heads not really paying that much attention to you, still trying to swing at each other with this like cornmeal and glass bottles as the building kind of burns around them and you enter this. And it's quite similar to Morgan's shop when you guys were in I believe, I'm trying to remember the name of the place, I've completely forgotten, but the village you were in beforehand, and the shop layout is quite the same, but the flames are kind of extruding from behind the counter and making their way more towards the front of the shop, whilst wooden beams are kind of in the way of getting towards the back.
So I can't like directly make my way to the counter?
You would need to roll acrobatics
Can I?
to get past, but I first need you to take 2 fire damage from me.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I would like to do the acrobatics check to sort of climb past the beams, if possible.
Go for it.
Okay. That is a nat 20.
Ooh, natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so these wooden beams kind of, with this fire, oppose no real effect to you. You kind of slip past them relatively easy. With the heat, you're kind of having to put your arm up and block away from it, because this is painful, it's hot. This is not like nice fire to be in. Well, you'd want to be around like a campfire for it to be nice fire, but this is heat. This is getting down your throat. It's starting to burn as you get to the back of this whole shop.
Okay, great. I'm gonna get as close as possible to the source of the fire. I'm just gonna take the bucket and toss the water in the direction.
Nice. You have used your action this turn, I believe. It's dash,
Yeah.
right? And your bonus is just throwing it on. That is fine. So as you kind of chuck it onto it, you kind of douse these flames a little. You notice the inside go down. More of the wooden beams that were engulfed have been revealed, kind of crackling their way out. It looks like they're going charred from where they've been visibly attacked you kind of notice general fire inside has shrunken down.
Okay, great.
And that will be the end of your turn. Emmanuel.
Okay, so while standing here, I am going to take another crack shot at the Pumpkinhead with my crossbow. Does a 13 hit?
Yes, it does.
Cool. So that's 6 damage plus 3 fire damage.
But because it is fire damage, it will be doubled. So that's going to be 12 damage.
Lovely.
Tell me what you do.
So literally just after handing the full bucket and telling Thorne to just run for their lives to put out the fire, I get out my crossbow again, aim it, put it in, and because it's got Crimson Right, the bolt that I put in instantly like ignites. Aim at the Pumpkinhead and shoot. Lands, I know, directly in its head, piercing the pumpkiny flesh, and then I instantly dash back to the well.
Nice. So as you kind of aim your crossbow, that crimsony right effect of it kind of going straight into his eye socket in a way, kind of flaming itself, and it kind of starts a little bit of an ignition in its head. It's catching a little bit of fire, and it's starting to burn up.
Lovely. While I'm back at the well, I grab the full bucket and place the one that Thorne had just given me into where the pump is. So that one can get filled up as well. And I sort of insight to William, you're fucking helping with this. We need all hands on deck here. And that's my go.
Nice. May. Before May's turn happens, you kind of see this town hall across from you, this big bell on top of it, and it looks like it's starting to sway. The fire turning the support beams of it kind of black charcoaly. It looks like this bell is going to fall soon if this fire keeps on spreading, it kind of melting slowly. Kind of the support beams of this whole town hall, as you see, falling down. May.
Trying to think of. Could I potentially use my Jark Bargain?
Go for it. How do you want to use it?
I want to charm the Pumpkinhead.
Be my guest.
I forgot how it works.
It is in features and traits,
Yes.
and then you go to class features.
You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
And do. Six.
Oh, sweet. Okay. That means that you are charmed.
Tell me how it goes down.
Okay. So, I kind of, as you said, I see what is happening with like the fire spreading. So I kind of look at the Pumpkinhead like very like you know, like telepathically when you're trying to command something from someone, like it's all telepathical, right? So I kind of like look at them in the eyes, kind of start casting my little honeyed words. Well, actually, I don't cast it. I just say, go and help them with putting the fire out. But like with the intention of using my honeyed words, if that makes sense.
Yep, makes sense.
Yeah, you know, like the Umbrella Academy, how like she says like, oh, you have a lie, whatever.
I heard a rumor.
Yeah,
I heard
the
a
rumor girl.
rumor.
That's basically what I'm doing with my words. So I just kind of look at him, tell him to go help the others put out the fire. And then that also means that I guess Wait, where is the bucket? The bucket should be where the raven is, right?
Yes, there's a bucket from where the raven dropped right next to you.
Okay, then I kind of look over at the bucket and I look back at the pumpkin and then I'm like, pick the bucket up, get some water on it, and then I go run and put the fire out.
As you kind of speak your honeyed words towards this pumpkin head with an arrow in its eye kind of flaming on fire a little, it kind of stands upright instantly, looking like with its one eye socket kind of dead at you, and it expands a little. You know when light gets more and a little,
Yeah.
it realizes something is controlling it, and that's May's charisma, and it kind of, once it goes upright, it immediately like turns straight to the other direction, kind of rushing towards Emmanuel to see if they can help you with filling this water buckets. Emmanuel, you will no longer have to take the utilize action because the pumpkin head can do it for you.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Can I just, before my turn ends, like before the whole thing, can I just like shout at everyone like, don't hurt him yet. Like once the spell is over, you'll know. It will probably start attacking us. Just don't hurt him.
I give another thumbs up.
I don't think Thorne would hear you, but there is a way you could use Thaumaturgy, and Thorne would be able to hear you.
Oh, yeah, but isn't that like another action?
I'll-
Or is honeyed words not an action?
Honeyed words is just your dark bargain. I don't think it counts as an action anyway, but like I'll let it slide either way.
Okay, fine. Then I'll use my thaumaturgy and kind of scream towards Thorne, but I guess that also kind of hits Malcolm, so I'm so sorry for their ears. But I'm just gonna scream like, "Don't hurt the pumpkin head that's running with the water." I guess I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell the difference in the house, but he's not gonna attack you. Basically, he's just gonna help.
Nice. So we have tamed the last pumpkin head realistically in the quote-unquote fight that you guys were in. So realistically, we're out of combat, but we are going to stay in initiative because everything is burning down. So each turn is still there. Kind of William turning towards you, hopping off his cart, taking these spare water buckets that he has down and kind of signaling to you, Lockhart, that if you fill these up, put them on his cart, and you can take the cart towards the burning buildings.
Grand, yeah.
Amalgamation is going to come over to you, Owen, and I have to think of a voice now for Amalgamation, but he kind of goes like, Lockheart. I don't know how Amalgamation would speak, because I don't play Amalgamation, so I'll see if I can do my
Try and do
best
your best
Rihanna
Rihanna
voice.
Yeah.
It's like a really girly voice.
Hey, Lockhart. No, just joking. I mean,
She's watching
he's-
this, isn't she?
Yeah, she hopes so.
Hurry.
Hurry.
We missed
But you guys don't actually know what's going on. Amalgamation kind of takes a step back, kind of looking at Lockhart and kind of stressing out a little bit, and he goes, I can't touch the water.
Why not? I kind of hold the bucket up.
And look at me. And then he kind of shows off his arms, and he's like, all of the copper and stuff that they had is starting to rust, being around this water.
Ah, stay over there then. And I pass the bucket to William.
You kind of say, the Amalgamation can be the empty bucket runner. They admit that, but when it comes to actually throwing water onto these things, Amalgamation can't really do it.
You're also on bodyguard duty, if there's any more of those things here.
It kind of goes, I can't do water, but then turns to William and goes, William, how can I help? And William kind of ushers Malcolm over to come deal with this horse and get on the cart so he can help with this well and try bring all the water over to Thorne.
Great.
And we move on to Thorne.
Right. I'm still in a
Straight off the bat,
burning building.
I need you to take 2 damage from me.
Yeah, not a problem.
Your turn.
Right. So I've now got this empty bucket. Is the windows for the building? Am I able to make my way out of them instead of going back through the front? Would that be an option?
To give me an acrobatics check.
Okay. With my empty bucket in hand, I'm going to. That is a 14.
Okay. I'm just gonna do something quickly. Yeesh. Okay. So kind of with this empty bucket, you go and try to run and jump out of this window realistically, kind of do a frontwards roll and kind of go past these pumpkin heads that are so angrily fighting each other, those bottles kind of slashing each other open as you can see each of them are slowly getting more bloodied towards each other, not really paying that much attention to you, but kind of as you take that run up, kind of going off your front foot, you go to this window and one of the support beams that were burning earlier kind of drops down, stopping you from jumping out this window, and you kind of jump into it, kind of shoulder barging it away, trapping your entrance out of this building.
Ooh. Okay. We're still in like turn-based stuff,
Yes,
right?
we are. So you still have a bonus,
I still have my bonus.
but you are trapped inside this building.
I am trapped. That's great. Okay. Let me double check. I'm going to, for my bonus action, I think me and my horsey, we're pretty interlinked. I think it can realize that I'm in danger, so I'm gonna have it run over to everyone else, which would be, yeah, I can make it. I'm gonna have it run over to everyone else, and it will start like bucking on its 2 feet, looking really panicked and like neighing really hardly.
Is something the matter, dear horse?
I'm not gonna
Only
talk
someone has
as the
speak
horse.
of animals.
That would be great.
I kind of like
Something
wait
the matter.
eagerly for a response. I don't think this horse can understand me.
What if it just
But-
neighs at you?
Malcolm kind of notices the horse kind of bucking on its 2 feet, noticing that they can't really do that much in this situation with this water because of the dark bargain, and kind of immediately starts sprinting towards the horse. And I'm going to make an acrobatics check here, and equally an animal handling one. And he's going to try and like parkour Kong, jump straight onto the saddle of this horse and kind of ride it over towards where Thorne is.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Amalgamation. So first off would be acrobatics.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Wait. Oh! I thought that was
no.
the first roll.
I mean, because this horse is bucked up on its 2 feet, Jasmin.
Mhm.
So tell me, as Amalgamation tries to run and jump onto this horse's back,
Yep.
tell me what happens.
My horse is gonna reacting that he's literally having like a metal skeleton running at it full speed. He's gonna turn around and buck its legs and kick Amalgamation right in the
Oh.
face.
Oh no. Hang on. I'm viewing the stat block. Oh! So as this horse is kind of up on its hind legs, it kind of just turns around and immediately kicks Malcolm, hoof straight in the face, kind of sending him spinning around, kind of all up in the air, body like this, just going complete hoof in the face, sent all the way back onto this well, kind of hitting his head onto the concrete wall, shaking it a little bit of water splashing out kind of onto Malcolm, and you see him corrode a little bit. So out of this, Malcolm is going to take 12 damage.
Ow.
Oh my gosh.
And you kind of hear him go, "What the fuck, horse?" And we move on to Pumpkinhead.
The good one, right?
Am
The
I
good one.
controlling it?
A good one. You are
Yeah.
controlling Pumpkinhead.
Oh yeah, I am. Why did I ask that? So yeah, I said for it to pick up the bucket next to the raven. So it picks it up, runs out over to the well, like does. However you get water from the well, I think you like hook it on and like whatever. I don't know how like full up the well
With
is.
pump.
Yeah. And so it gets a thing full of water.
Water?
How
What?
is it
What?
What are you
possible
doing?
for him to run all the way to?
If he dashed, it would be possible for him to get there. Yes.
Can he dash?
Yes, he can.
Okay, so he. I want to say that he runs over to the house with the bell.
Go for it.
Here, then he. Yeah.
Wait, with the bell,
Yeah.
I don't think you
Is
are
it too
able
far?
to reach one that is far. Able to reach the one Thorne is in, or the one to your left.
I'll have him run to the one that Thorne is in just to put out the fire quicker and also, I guess, help the other pumpkinheads do something. I don't know. Oh, I know, they don't see Thorne.
Mm-mm.
Wait. Do the pumpkinheads know that he's controlled?
No.
So can he
They
just
do not.
start throwing the bucket?
He can. He would need to get inside the house, however.
And that's not going to be great for a Pumpkinhead.
Can he just... Oh. Can he just, like, start throwing the bucket on the outside?
It's
Valiant
only the inside that's
sacrifice.
on fire at the moment.
Ah! Okay. Fine. There's nothing at that house. Can he run to the other house?
It would not have enough movement this turn for it.
Okay. So I guess
Remember,
he's
there are
just-
2 windows at the front and 2 windows on the side of this house and the front door, so he can brute force his way in.
Can
Only one
he-
window is blocked.
Can he leave the bucket outside, maybe for Thorne to like pick up?
If Thorne can get out of the house.
Thorne, what are you doing inside the house?
I'm like hiding, I think. I don't want to get caught.
Okay, There's like very small movement, but I'll go around to like the window, and I guess
You
I don't
could
know.
pass the bucket through the window
yeah,
and
but
give
then all
it
the
to
water
me.
would be like. You know what? Yeah.
Had enough of him.
Is that an option?
It is.
Yeah, I'll throw the bucket through.
Don't throw
That
it, like
doesn't make-
gently pass it maybe.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that then. I was thinking of throwing because I wasn't sure if he would get the same.
Yeah,
try-
so kind of as you pass it through the window, flames kind of flickering, you feel it on the bottom of like your forearms realistically. This pumpkin head is not so great with heat, neither is Thorne, so this is a situation not made for the two of them, but as you do pass it through, a little bit of water spills out, just a tiny bit, kind of teetering over the edge, but Thorne, you take this water bucket, and now you're able to throw it again on your turn,
Okay.
which it is.
It is again? Okay, great. I'm a little spooked about just having like a pumpkin pass me this bucket, but then I remember, yeah, shouting from earlier. Makes sense. Gonna head back over to behind the counter and just toss that water over.
Go for it. So kind of as you toss the water over on the final little bit, the fire kind of subsides, and realistically all that's left in this room is kind of the reminiscence of where it's been burning, kind of charred all along the wall, kind of bits falling down and flaking still, these hot fiery ashes all along collected this dusted floor, kind of raggedy. The ceiling looking like it's gonna collapse though. Even still, the fire is gone. It's looking like it's gonna collapse on you, so the idea of getting out of here as soon as you can is very prominent.
Okay, so I still have my action, right?
You do.
I don't know if this would count as like another thing, but before I leave, can I look around the shop to see if there's anything I might like before I go?
Of course, give me a perception check.
Okay. That is a 14.
So as you look around to see if there's anything left over in this shop, you don't really see much. I mean, you see a couple gold pieces kind of melted halfway through around, kind of this reminiscence, as I said earlier, of these ashes, but not really anything of too much value apart from your life here.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to have a little peek.
Peruse.
So the other windows are available for me to try climb out of, right?
Yes, the other two are, yes.
I would like to climb out the window that's closest to Pumpkinhead, so I'm not on like the other side, the right side.
Go for it. Give me an acrobatics.
That is a 22.
Oof, nice one. Tell me how you jump out the window.
I'm not jumping per se. I'm still trying to be mindful of how much noise I'm making because of the other pumpkin heads. But I just push myself through and still trying to be crouched down low as possible, being mindful of to not make any noise.
Nice. So you kind of just crouch out the window, kind of moving it up slightly, 1 foot out with each other. This pumpkin head seeing you, giving you a hand to try and assist you out of this window and try sneak past the other pumpkin heads, still hearing them kind of throw that cornmeal at each other, kind of hitting each other with these glass bottles, hearing like grunts and excruciating like slices from each other, making this very heavy sense of noise, not really paying that much attention to you per se as you climb out of the window. We move on to Lockhart. Around you, you hear the cacaws of kind of these crows kind of circling around you. William not looking per se happy as he kind of looks up and sees these grunting a little, being a little bit visibly annoyed, as this is something that you can tell kind of upsets him.
The crows.
Mm-hmm.
And how many? So we have what, 2 full buckets now?
Yes, you do. 2 full buckets.
Okay. I kind of look at him and just say, "Is something the matter?"
He kind of tuts under his breath and goes, like, "Don't think about it. We'll talk about it the next time. Go!" And then he
Very
kind
well
of
then.
points towards the inn, over towards on the left with the sign out, and he's like, "Deal with it now. Use the horse. There's 2 of them."
Okay, I get on the horse with Malcolm, the horse and cart, and point over to the direction of the pub.
As you kind of get on it with Malcolm kind of spitting out blood and a couple teeth just from where he's been absolutely hoofed in the face by the horse, going, and you see like red splatters of blood around where this well is, like a couple canines coming out. He kind of staggers onto this and mutters under his breath, "I'm gonna kill that horse," as William kind of whips away on theirs, and you go towards this inn.
Cool. There's nothing else I can do.
I mean, you've got a bonus action. You can throw water on it.
And it's on the outside, this one. The fire.
It is.
Okay, I'll throw. Yep, I'll douse the flames.
Whereabouts?
Closest place I can find, or just like where I think the most damage is being done. That in the vicinity.
Nice. You would have to get into the range of the fire to hit it, but the place where it's the most damage is happening is on the porch. You're seeing it sway, you're seeing it move, you can hear it's crackling as the fire kind of takes its pleas of where it wants to go. This Foxwillow place is being burnt down and fast.
Okay, I go straight there and I put it out.
Nice. So as you kind of go towards this porch, taking like a little bit of fire damage, two per se, kind of towards this porch, kind of hitting you in the shoulder area, a little bit like thrown your shoulder back, and you kind of heave one final time towards this fire, hitting this porch, kind of dousing it a little bit, but not enough to fully stop this fire.
All right. Is that my go?
And
We're getting there, guys.
yes, we move on to May.
Okay. Can I see any other buckets around me?
No. All of the ones that you know are being used. If you would like to give me a perception check, you can go for it, but because
Yeah.
it's turned nighttime in the world of Juskinvold, it will be with disadvantage.
Okay, well, I'll try it. 18.
One more time.
What is the disadvantage? Oh my god, how much is the disadvantage?
You just have to roll again.
Oh.
Ooh.
I don't see shit.
So kind of as you try to look around, the fire kind of flickering towards the sky, the crows, this massive form of one big one, the murder of them kind of swarming around your vision, kind of takes up your attention. You really don't see much. You don't see Thorne because the nighttime is closing in. Druskinfold, when it's nighttime, is pitch black. The only things you can see are the flames kind of spouting into the sky. No buckets nearby.
Can my raven see anything?
You'd have to roll perception for your raven as well.
Oh, okay. 17.
Actually, I think I can do that for you. Hang
Oh.
on.
You are just my raven.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just playing as your raven, right? Perception is wisdom. Your raven. That's a saving throw. I apologize. Wrong one. Ooh, 19 makes it dirty 20 as your raven kind of flies up, joining this murder of crows in a way, kind of being a little bit of an imposter in their own area of Foxwillow. They kind of scan the area, seeing Thorne down there with that nice and kind of helping Pumpkinhead. Emmanuel and Amalgamation trying to put out this one house in particular. The inn kind of scouring along the vast line of the horizon. They don't really see much apart from the massive fire that's kind of spitting everything around, kind of falling apart, and it's the windmill from earlier. No buckets in sight.
Cool. I don't really know. Is there like nothing else that I can like? Can I not see anything else that like I guess I can use to like put water into?
Not particularly.
Uh,
I mean, if you not that I'm trying to guide you or anything, but you could try take the empty bucket that Lockhart's now got and go and refill it, maybe.
Yeah.
Can I like run into the middle of it and then use my mage hand to like pick up the bucket, refill it?
Absolutely. Let me just double check. Hang on.
Wait,
Go
isn't-
30 feet.
If you
don't
go
I have
30 feet,
another
yes,
full
you can.
bucket?
You do, but you have
You
two
do.
currently. So one empty,
Mhm.
one full.
Yeah. Couldn't they use the full one to put out the fire?
I don't know if she has enough movement for it. I'm assuming
She has
not.
mage hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And-
saying. I can pick up like either the full one or the empty one and then like run to refill it
Mm-hmm.
or anything.
You'd have to run. I think you could just use mage hand. It's 30 feet in all directions, so
I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be back in a bit.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be like, well, from where I'm standing, it's 25 feet to where, or like 23 to where Emmanuel is.
yeah, you can reach both. You just have to move a little bit closer to the fire.
Oh, so is it not like 30 overall?
No, it's 30 in a like circle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'll cast a mage hand. pick up the empty water bucket, refill it, and then I guess return it back next to Emmanuel.
So as you kind of like summon this blue glowing hand in a way, it kind of zooms over towards Emmanuel, kind of squeezing through the wheels before finally coming up and kind of verticalizing itself along this kind of empty wooden carriage that's squeaking. It's kind of creaking a little. It looks like it's not having the most fun time being next to this fire, and you kind of swoop up and underhand pick this water bucket in a way and zoom back over towards this well, in a way, filling out this water, kind of plumping it all into one place as quick as you can with it, kind of showing these mage kind of sorcerer moves with your hand, kind of guiding it along as quick as you can before it finally goes back to Emmanuel being full once again. And we move on to Amalgamation's turn. Amalgamation is still on this, in a way, cart, right? 2 water buckets filled right next to them. They're a little scared because water with their dark bargain is not something they like to mess around with. So they kind of turn and quickly pass it over towards Lockhart, one of them, and then get ready to pass the second one as well, whilst kind of shuddering to William that they can still use this mage hand and constantly pass these buckets towards each other. And we will move towards Thorne.
Is friendly pumpkin head next to me not having a turn, or is that not mine?
Turn is we'll give them a turn after yours.
Okay.
Why not?
Cool. I'm going to make my way back. So you said it's dark. Can I, if I make my way towards the well, will I be able to see like everyone helping out with that?
You would have to make a perception check.
Okay, that's fine. For my action, I'm just gonna dash. With my bucket still in hand, and just make my way to the well. And then could I just like try to look where everyone else is at, like what they're doing?
Yep. Give me a perception check.
Anything I missed?
Amalgamation has given you 2 water buckets.
Grand.
Mr. Pumpkinhead.
That's 26
There we
for
go.
perception.
So, as you kind of scan around to try and see where people is, you do see the 3 pumpkin heads towards the general shop in a way. Emmanuel and Malcolm towards this kind of inn as it is, trying to put it out. Those the fire of the flames that are kind of corroding this whole house. Little bits of ashes falling onto the porch. Kind of you hear that noise of kind of, you know, when wood and fire mix and you see them sway and you see them kind of splinter within each other. And then more towards the town hall, you see 3 pumpkin heads kind of smashing chairs over each other's heads because the fire realistically is teetering on the roof. It's kind of making its way onto the way of the bell, kind of destroying the foundations of it as it will, and these 3 pumpkin heads just sat on the porch, just absolutely smashing these wooden chairs over each other's heads.
Okay, great.
That's what you see.
I think that will be my whole turn. I don't have anything else that I can really do.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
There is a lot of them. And then we move on to Pumpkinhead.
Can he use his sprint again?
Yep.
Okay, well, what happened to the bucket? Does Thorne have it?
Thorne has 2 empty ones, yes.
Okay, so Pumpkinhead is gonna run all the way back to the well. Scaring the horse in the meanwhile, I guess.
You would
What
need
is
to
it?
use dash action to get there, but that's perfectly fine.
And I guess while Thorne is refilling the buckets, it's Can I just wait until I can pick one of them
Wait,
out?
no, I haven't refilled any of them yet. It would be best maybe if they took one from me and could...
Okay, yeah. Then it takes one of them and then just starts refilling it.
You wouldn't be able to refill it on this turn because you already used dash.
Mhm.
So it
Okay.
would be next turn. We move on to the person who hasn't had a turn in a while, the Raven.
Can I just do the same thing that the mage hand is doing?
Honestly, it can do. So if you would like it to start bringing water buckets over towards Emmanuel and Malcolm, feel free.
So is the movement the same as in the mage hand, or is it just
Uh,
limited?
It would be, I believe the Raven has a fly feet of 50 feet.
Okay.
So it would expend 30 getting over to the well, and then it
Mhm.
would be 50 to get back over to Lockhart. So you would be able to go to the well and back to where you are. Perfectly fine. But it wouldn't be able to fully go towards Amalgamation and Lockhart.
Okay, can it go to Thorne? And then can I just pick one of the buckets up? Can it fill it with water?
It won't be able to do that. No.
Okay.
The filling thing is too complex for the Raven.
And it's just gonna, I guess, wait there and just stare at Thorne until someone like refills the bucket for it.
You got like so many people helping and waiting. You got Pumpkinhead, Raven, and a horse.
We need to use his fires out as soon as like possible.
We move on to Emmanuel.
Okay, so
Having 2 water buckets next to him.
great. All right, so you know what? I just grab both of them and look around to see where the fire's the most strong, and go over, douse it, find another place, douse that.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, I'm good at those. Investigation. That's a dirty 20.
Nice. So you notice that the 2 weak points of this house is still the porch. It's kind of engulfed in flames, a little bit less now, but it's starting to rise back up and towards the inside of the house where the front door is, directed at the well of the stairs, is the second one. You can see it through a single crack in the window, and these are where the 2 points are most heavy. So going into the house would be the result to actually getting rid of this fire.
All right, I brave it.
You brave it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you take this amount of damage for me? 3 damage as you kind of brave going into it.
It kind of it singes and it hurts, but I'm used to pain at this point. I kind of just stomach it and continue trying to put out the fire.
So kind of as you this water onto the stairway where these wooden steps lead up to the second floor, you can see this doused onto the floor, that charcoal stairs leading upwards toward where these rooms are, and these normal people would kind of be sleeping in a way. You see these rooms kind of flickering, but realistically not something that would start firing. Kind of hold your breath whilst you go into it because of all of the thick black smoke that's starting to fill your lungs. Whilst it's filling your lungs, I need you to make me a conch saving throw, please, Owen.
Oh dear. Let's conk it up. 14.
Make me another one.
17.
Cool. So as you go into this house, you kind of take one deep, big breath before going into it because you know this smoke and thick, kind of chaotic installation in a way will be dealing the worst for you in this situation. And as you hold your... You put out this fire, kind of turning around for your next go to put it out. Still inside this house. We move on to May.
I was gonna say, actually, you know what? Lockhart can have the 2 buckets while he's inside. I'm gonna take my meat hand again because I'm just so super amazing, and I'm just gonna keep standing like in between.
hand.
Oh my god! Yeah, I'm gonna take the mage hand and then Can it refill both of the buckets, or can it only refill one?
It could refill both of them, realistically.
And then I take it, I cast it, I'm gonna like guide it to the direction of the well. I'm gonna have it pick up one bucket, refill, put it down, pick the other bucket up, refill it, and put it down.
Nice. So as you kind of do that, but you hear like water droplets hitting the floor and kind of singeing on the floor as the floor is hot. It's kind of muddy hot as well. So where it's been in a way, it's hard, and you feel that rough terrain as you try to move around this well area. But both of them have been filled up to the brim, a little bit like sloshing around inside from where the mage hand has been, a little bit shaky in places, but both of them have been filled now. We move on to amalgamation, unless you want to do a bonus or say anything to anyone.
Not really. I guess, you know what, yeah, I'll shout, just saying to, like, leave the buckets, like, outside. Like, if you ever use them, just, like, let's leave them outside so I can just pick them up and then, you know, you get it.
Yeah.
Amalgamation is going to force entry as well.
Oh shit.
See if they can help you out with a bucket situation. Carrying water for them is difficult because of this dark bargain, but they will try it anyway. And as they pick it up, they kind of barge into where this door had slammed shut as well and open it and kind of see you in their Lockheart, and they take a deep breath, taking 2 damage going into this place. We'll equally have to do a conch saving throw. Getting a 15. Probably fine. So they go into this and scan and see if there's anything that else needs to be happening. And they notice at the top of the stairs, those flickers that you saw earlier, Emmanuel, had actually expanded. And now the doorknobs of these kind of rooms, in a way, are starting to catch light. So they immediately sprint up the stairs, kind of turning around to you, looking at you, saying, I'll handle up, get more water from outside. And you see them go up into the smoke and disappear.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
I try and like stop them, but they're gone. Sort of just into the smoke. I try and see if I can find them, but it's too thick.
And we go to Pumpkinhead. But Edina has gone to the next realm of Druskenvold. Not actually existing on this planet anymore, so we will go to Thorne for the meantime.
Okay, so is it Edina's mage hand has currently got the 2 buckets now?
Fill them up on the floor, just
Okay.
chilling on the floor.
So am I able to grab both of them or just one at a time?
Yes, you are able to grab both of them.
Okay, I'm going to pick both of them up.
Oh.
What was that?
She back.
Oh.
Yeah, just take your turn, Thorne.
Okay. Both buckets in hand. I'm assuming I can't really. Am I gonna have to dash again to? Actually,
Yes, you would.
can I jump on my horse? No. With I don't know,
Okay,
that'd be pretty difficult with
both
in.
buckets on,
Yeah,
it would be very
it would be
difficult. So if you
difficult.
are going to do that, you'd need to give me an animal handling check with
Aw.
disadvantage.
If I would it help if I just take one instead? One bucket.
It would be easier to get onto the horse, yes.
I don't think the horse has that much more movement. It's like 40 feet. Nah, I'm fine. I'm gonna take both of them.
The horse has 60 feet.
Has it?
Yep.
Are you reading what? Stats are
I'm
you
reading the
off?
stats of this horse, not your Omen one.
My Omen one.
Because I don't have the Omen one, but we will just say the horse has 60 feet.
60 feet for that. Okay, fine. I'll place one of the buckets down and I'll get on my horse with one of the buckets in my hand currently.
Go for it.
So that was animal handling and
Disadvantage because
Disadvantage.
you have a water bucket in your hand.
Oh, okay.
Roll it twice for me.
That's a nat 20 and a 10, which makes 13.
So 13, with a 13, you kind of take 1 foot onto it and then kind of slowly try to put your second one on, spilling, I'd say, about a quarter of the water. Not really that much, but you see a little bit of it go onto the floor and kind of hiss into the air, making this little bit of, I mean, what is it when water, is it pester? Kind of when it like evaporates into the sky?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too sure of the word, I don't remember, but we will say evaporates, and a little bit of it kind of evaporates into the sky, kind of going to where this murder of crows is above you, kind of just watching you and kind of laughing in a way. You hear them kind of cawing, but as you are onto your horse now, you are able to move with it.
Okay, great. Gonna use its whole movement to get over to the porch of where Lockhart is. Yeah, do you want to move it or?
I can.
Okay.
There you go. So when you park, realistically, park the horse or
Parking
stop
it.
the horse, you kind of make it stop in its tracks, its hoof kind of moving all of that mud forward, kind of splashing a load of it onto the porch, kind of this heat as well going with it, kind of dousing some of the flames in a way, but you stop right next to William. William's still on his kind of carriage, moving these buckets kind of frantically, and he kind of turns his head to you and turns his head back, still very stressed about this whole situation.
I sort of turn to William and I say to him, we have this under control. It will be okay. You know, we're gonna be fine. Trying to really reassure him that we can do this. And then would it? So have I used up my action to get on the horse and then pick up the bucket? Would that?
I would say no.
No. So to get off the horse, would that also take anything?
I would say getting off the horse is your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just get off it. Do I need to roll for anything for that, or is that
No,
fine?
no. You can just get off.
Okay, I'm off. I've still got the bucket.
Nice.
But, yeah.
Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkin.
Good.
Pumpkin. So I'm assuming one of the. Did you take both the buckets?
No, just one.
Okay. Pumpkinhead. So I don't know if Pumpkinhead should take it or if my Raven should take it. I'm gonna say, for convenience sake, it's gonna be Pumpkinhead taking it, and it's gonna sprint all the way to where, like, kind of the outside of, well, where Thorne is, I guess. Is that
Okay.
allowed, Mr. DM? Yes?
That is perfect. Fine.
Boom. Okay, he runs right there. And then, I guess, places the bucket down and then waits for another empty bucket to be available.
Nice. Emmanuel, as
Yes.
your turn begins, you see this thick black smoke kind of swirling around the room, getting higher and higher as it starts to touch the ceiling in a way. You will need to take 2 damage for me from the fire damage, and also give me another conch saving throw.
Valve?
Yep, that's perfectly fine. So as soon as with a 12, your lungs kind of have a couple of, I'd say, more minutes in them. They are able to withstand this heat for a little bit longer before you would need to eventually leave this house and kind of take a gasp of fresh air in a way before kind of laying aside to this smoke. But from what you hear upstairs as you hear Malcolm kind of scream towards you, this is getting bad upstairs. And he kind of exclaims, "Lockhart, get me buckets!"
So I've used the 2 buckets that I had going in.
Mhm.
Right?
Yes, you
Cool.
have.
So I rush out of this house, spluttering to myself. I burst out. Who am I greeted by again?
You are greeted by Malcolm Pumpkinhead and Thorne.
Oh, so like the whole gang.
The whole gang.
Okay, I just look at everyone. All hands on deck. Grab the nearest bucket of water I can find and just go straight back in.
It's gonna be more damage, boss, going back in.
Mm-hmm.
So going back into this area of where you know that black smoke is being filled, going outside for a breath of fresh air, and for a second you turn to your left. You see 3 new things of pumpkins hitting each other over the head with these chairs, kind of stunting each other a little bit. That glass shard kind of still being stuck into the other pumpkin head, but the one that was being attacked, the one that was hitting them with the corn, kind of lay dormant on the floor, kind of still being stabbed over and over, but not fighting back anymore. That one pumpkin head is being stabbed and murdered, even though it can't fight back.
That's fun. Is that my go, or am I able to do anything in the house?
You're able to do a bonus, but that's your go.
Okay, and do I take more damage going back in?
You already have, but give me another conch saving throw.
19. At some point, I'm gonna fail these.
With
Jesus
a
Christ.
with a 19, taking that big of fresh air, that wad of going outside for a minute, you kind of black face of kind of covered in ash, covered in soot, and breathing heavily, you kind of take one big gasp before going straight back inside, holding your breath as you know now what to expect in there, and it's perfectly fine. Moving on to May.
So is there any empty buckets that Lockhart like?
They brought
Yeah,
one
I-
outside, yes.
Okay, then I just once again, guys, I'm so original and so creative and so cool. Take my mage hand, pick up the empty bucket, all the way to the what's it called? Not fountain, well. Refill it, and then I guess bring it all the way back.
Yeah, probably fine. That'll be your go. You get a bonus and able to talk still if you would like to use either of those, but that is pretty much your go.
I'll just. Can they hear me if I shout?
The people inside the house probably no, but everyone else, yes.
Okay, can I just tell everyone to like pass on the message to keep leaving the empty bucket out?
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure if they heard me last round or anything. Because if there's only one, it's not going
Pretty
well.
easy. Moving on to amalgamation. I'm going to make these rolls to myself because no
Oh,
one
no.
can see him. So as he kind of sprints up the stairs with one bucket in hand, kind of splashing it all onto each other, Owen, as you reach these stairs, you notice a support beam has fallen. The way blocking up the stairs has been consumed by flames, and there is multiple holes in the stairs, kind of where a support beam is sticking outwards on fire, kind of flickering. The splintering effects of it kind of looking demonic in a way. It's not a nice feeling. This is clearly the work of something that wants this town to burn. And you kind of hear amalgamation behind this, kind of putting out the fire behind him, but regrowing. And he kind of just shouts your name and help with it. But I need to do a roll. And we do one of these.
Oh no.
Can I wait? I just need to roll this to myself. Was that to myself, or did you guys see that? I hope it was to myself. Right.
I believe it's to yourself because I didn't see anything.
Yes, good. So you hear Malcolm kind of extrude this help that they need, not being able to go directly downstairs to get out of this house, that black smoke now filling their lungs, that iron starting to melt on their skin, those kind of nails coming out from where they are, kind of getting kind of hot, and in a way, kind of just melting away, as I said. But we move on to Pumpkinhead.
I don't want Pumpkinhead to go inside because he would kind of
Die?
Yeah, that's a nice way to say it.
Burn alive?
Yeah. So I think I don't know. There's literally nothing much that he can do, other than just like. I guess if Lockhart puts buckets like right by his feet, he can like pick them up and like bring them a little more out. But then there would literally be no point because I can very much reach. So I guess he's just gonna take a turn out, just kind of staring at what's happening. He's just kind of useless.
I mean, a Pumpkinhead's trying his best. I mean, you can use him basically as a meat shield in this way. You give him the water, make him go inside, and I mean, I'm giving you ideas, but like, I mean, what else is he useful for?
Yeah, I think he should go inside, to be honest.
Is there
Get him
a
to
water
move
bucket
that
he
beam out
can
the way.
use?
There is the one that you brought back with your mage hand.
Okay, then I guess I don't know if he's gonna die from the damage because I don't know how much HP is on. But we're just gonna say he picks up the bucket, runs inside. You can keep a track of his HP and damage.
I have all of his HP here, don't worry.
Yes. So
He
then-
looks very, very healthy.
Oh, cool. He's just gonna run in then, and then I guess throw the water wherever it's like mostly needed.
Nice. So as he kind of brute forces his way past Lockhart, it's looking a bit confused, Lockhart. You've seen a Pumpkinhead randomly run inside with this water, kind of brute forcing a little bit of damage, not needing to actually breathe so he can live in this smoke. Kind of setting a bit of his hay on fire, but splashing water onto the stairs to reveal Amalgamation knocked down on the floor. Non-responsive, not moving.
Okay.
Thorne!
I don't think Thorne would know what's going on in the house currently, would they?
No.
Oh.
I did sort of say we need everyone
We need
in here
everyone?
now, sort of.
Okay.
Or like all hands on deck, basically.
Yeah.
Before we back in.
And there are no more buckets I can use in the vicinity now
No.
because they're all inside. Okay, I will. Seeing that there's not really much else for me to do, I'm gonna head in to the house. What do I see when I first come in?
When you first come into this house, you see the flickers of flame kind of just surrounding the stairwell. That's it. Where those wooden pillars have pierced through these wooden stairboards, kind of blocking the way physically to Amalgamation. But you notice towards your left is Pumpkinhead just throwing that water onto the flame. Thorne, Emmanuel stood behind you in a way, trying to see if he can peer his head to see what support they can give Amalgamation, but Amalgamation at the top of the stairs, unconscious, on the floor, struggling.
Is there any way I can like go past the beam that's currently blocking it, like?
You would have to remove it
I'd have to
for it to
remove
be
it.
moved. The fire now, I would say, is only in the stairwell. It is quite small that one more bucket would get rid of this whole thing. However, Amalgamation was at the top.
Okay. Can I take all the empty buckets that have been used by everyone,
Yes,
and then I'm just gonna head out and place
absolutely.
them.
You can grab all three if you
Yeah,
would like.
I'd like to do that. Just place them all outside.
Go for it.
As I'm running out, I sort of turn to Lockhart and I say to him like, "What happened here? What happened to Malcolm?"
I don't know. He just went upstairs. I tried to stop him, but he was too quick. I'm trying everything I can, and I sort of just like with the. I do have a full bucket, right? I grabbed one before going back
Yes,
in.
you do.
I sort of like show it, and it sloshes in spells and stuff. We need all the help we can get, and I just sort of rush you out again.
Okay, great. I will place down all the buckets sort of outside the house, and then I'm also gonna shout to May. She's still outside, right? Like stood.
Yes,
outside.
she is.
I'm just gonna say to her like, May, we need you. Can you come in to the house, please?
But then I could, but then it would be like
May is speechless.
extra turns. I'm just kind of baffled because I'm like, who is gonna refill the water bottle?
You've got your mage hand and the pumpkin head and
And the raven.
the raven.
Yeah, but they're the ones like, yeah. So I can only do one bucket at a time. But also
Not
for
my
my mage hand, I
choice.
kind of need to be in the middle so I can reach both areas.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's
I think where I'm at right
fine.
now is like
Everything's
the
fine.
most like helpful.
Emmanuel, we will move on to you.
Okay, so there's a final bit of fire. I put it out with the remaining bucket.
Nice. So as you make your final treachery towards this stairwell where the wooden beams have kind of ignited this whole hallway, you throw this bucket on and relinquish the flame in a way towards now kind of just a wrecked stairwell of ash with amalgamation at the top.
Am I able to get up now?
You would need to give me a strength check to remove the beams. But amalgamation is fine, realistically. Not burning, but dying.
Okay. 16?
Yes. So as you kind of make your way up to the stairs, you kind of grab the bottom of this beam and kind of strongman lift it all with your lower back and kind of remove it out and hold it upwards whilst kind of sledge chucking it down the stairs, kind of moving your way more up towards amalgamation at the top of the stairs.
Cool. Am I able to reach him?
You are, but you won't be able to give him a help action this turn.
Fuck, okay.
That house is done.
Nice,
So-
we did it.
We move on to May.
Are the buckets out, guys?
I did
Yes,
take them
three
out.
of them
yeah.
are.
Okay.
I've still got one.
So I'm assuming because that house is down, you guys are gonna run to the other house. Although I don't know what's gonna happen with the pumpkin heads, but I just want to take all the buckets and potentially refill them and then place them back right there so then you can just pick them up and run to the other house.
Go for it. If you would like,
a lot?
tell me how you do it.
Okay. So I'm once again standing in the middle. Let me sit up for this. And I'm like, this is my moment. This is where I truly shine because I'm assuming more than one bucket. So I take my mage hand, once again, direct it to pick up the bucket, refill at the well, and then place it back down. Same with the other, 2 buckets, I think?
Yep.
Is there 3 buckets overall?
3 buckets overall.
Yeah, then I just take my mage hand and then refill all of them and then place them back down at everyone's feet.
Nice.
Boom. I'm just
So-
can I just shout it as well? It's like, run to the other house, but be careful. I don't know if I can see the pumpkin heads, actually.
You can.
So,
You
okay.
can.
I'll just like scream of like, be careful of the pumpkin heads.
Nice. We will move on to Amalgamation's turn. Okie dokie. Done. Pumpkinhead's turn. I'm not telling you what Amalgamation gets.
Oh,
He's dead.
He's so fucking dead.
I'm not role-playing the death of a character and equally playing the character at the same time. We'll be here for like 20 minutes of an Evan dialogue. So...
can no one else
Jeez.
heal in the party? Guys,
I
what happened to the
can.
healing potions that we
Yeah.
bought?
It's chill.
You
guys
have them.
No,
No, you.
I gave them to you.
Oh my god.
And you
gave
gave me
them
the
to
gold
me?
for it. I split them up. I think it was to Malcolm and Thorne, no? I gave
I
the healing
remember-
potions to you guys,
remember.
because...
I remember you having them.
I
I
remember
might be
getting the gold
misremembering.
for it and then giving them to you because I don't need them because I can put my blood into the veil to heal myself, so I don't need the
Yeah,
potion.
I can do that as well, and also I have.
Yeah, so that's why I swear I gave them to Thorne and Malcolm.
Who also? Who's the? Was it the rum thing?
The what?
We it was the 2 elf potions and then the other one, right?
Yeah,
I thought we
Adina
were
has the
magic
rum.
potion. Yeah,
Yeah, I have the
okay.
rum, but I gave the health potions. So is it not
Well,
possible for
If
someone?
Malcolm has them, I have no idea because they haven't put it in their sheet. So
They should. Because I'm
I
pretty sure.
don't- I don't think we dished them out. I think you said you were like at a later time, but then we never actually got up to, giving them between the party.
Oh, because I remember the reason I didn't put it into my inventory is because I was like, well, I just gave them to you.
oh well.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
so,
It's Pumpkinhead's turn anyway.
Awkward.
yeah,
Well, that just happened.
It did.
Pumpkinhead's turn, right?
Yeah, it is.
Pumpkinhead is gonna run out, pick up one of the buckets, and then run to the other house.
When Pumpkinhead comes out, he kind of glances over towards the other house with the situation it is. This town hall of sorts, kind of massively inflamed, kind of its bits kind of branching out towards other houses, trying to flicker towards again that house that originally you guys were just in. But originally, when he glances upon this place for the first time, seeing these actual Pumpkinheads fighting each other now, the glass one finishing stabbing the dead body and removing the hay upwards and outwards of this body of the one using the corn bag, kind of glances towards the other 3, jumps off this dead body in a way and kind of evilly smiles before absolutely like all 4s running towards these other Pumpkinheads to join in on that fight. Now, when Pumpkinhead does come close to this place, I'm going to get them to roll a perception check for me. Which is wisdom. And then doesn't see. Sees. Doesn't see. One of the Pumpkinheads notices him with this bucket of water in his hand whilst this fight is going on, and immediately turns around to go for him. And he kind of takes his pitchfork out of his sash, which he has in his back, and kind of releases it around his hand with a forward motion, kind of chucking it up in the air, holding it in a backhand grip now, and lunges towards him. With a 16 and a 7 for damage, he kind of takes this and stabs it through his head, kind of completely going both prongs straight through the eyes, kind of relinquishing your control for a momentary second before getting it back. It felt like there was a disturbance when he had been attacked, but with pitchforks in both of his eye sockets, Pumpkinhead has been damaged for 7 damage, half of the water spilling out. We move on to Raven.
What can the Raven do? It's just gonna fly around, I guess. Like, keep getting information for us about whatever it can see with the pumpkin heads.
I mean, everyone can see what the Pumpkinheads are doing right now. They're just fighting each other.
But like, if if there's like anything else around the area that is like notable.
Thou would have to give me a perception check.
Can my little Raven give perception check?
Your Raven rolls a 1, so Raven can't see fuck all.
You know what? You should not roll for my Raven.
Raven rolled a 1. Womp womp. And we move to Emmanuel.
Okay, so I've just made it up the stairs to a very fucked amalgamation. I pick him up, kind of throw his arm around my shoulder as I give him the help action, and slowly walk him down the stairs.
Give me a medicine check.
Please be alive. 16.
Nice. So as you kind of lend a hand towards Malcolm and kind of move him onto your shoulder, he kind of spits out some of this smoke that had completely engulfed his lungs. And while saying it, kind
You're a
of
tweaker,
spitting
my
it
friend.
out, opening this front door, kind of covered in soot, all of this skin that had been turned to iron and stuff. And he kind of, I didn't think about iron skin. And he kind of finally spits out all of this smoke, this one black cloud like protruding from his mouth as he's realistically okay, but he's looking pretty bad.
I walk him down the stairs out the house and just scream, I need a healing potion!
Which one of you party members has that? That's for you to track and not the DM.
That's for you to find out!
On the next episode. No, I'm just joking. But as you and Amal go, as you two kind of walk down the stairs and out this house, which had the flames been on, as I said, kind of protruding that final exhale of smoke, you exit this house and notice that that town hall is looking worse for wear.
Is anyone around me? Can I give them my empty bucket?
Thorne is around you. William is around
Pick it up
you.
with my mage hand. Don't even worry.
Mage Hand is around you.
I give it to the mage hand.
Describe how it happens.
I mean, it's your mage hand.
The mage hand just
Or just see it like
stops right
speed
in front
towards
of you,
me.
and it just does. Give.
Gimme.
It just grabs
Meow.
the bucket and then.
Straight off back to the well, kind of at this speed that it looks like this is something you haven't seen Maid do before. You've never seen her properly use Mage Hand like this. So apart from Dagger Girl, this is a new type of Maid coming out to play.
So we're not talking about like however much healing I did while we were, fighting.
Necrotic, that's normal. Mage Hand, we've never
That's
seen
fucking
this.
weird.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Trying to help us out with this fire? Not cool. But
Also, I need to keep on track of these things because I keep on forgetting. But Malcolm would have been Chuckles for me.
Oh.
yes, he would have. It's fine though. You pretty much know that this curse is genuinely just applied, so you don't really need to say it that often anymore. But
Exactly. Yeah.
we do move to May's turn.
Okay. Malcolm is in a 30 feet range of me.
He is.
See, I'm
Correct.
thinking about either casting But 8 only gives 5 HP. How much does the potions give?
Didn't
Or
we
is it
discuss
the-
that last time? I don't really remember. We'll say a D8.
Okay.
I can also heal, by the way. Just saying,
Gift of the Green.
Okay, in that case, hold on, let me calculate some. Maybe like from there. Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna move down here, kind of. Still 30 feet from the well, more closer then. I'll shout to Thorne if they can heal Malcolm. And I guess I'll just keep on using my mage hand to fill up the buckets and bring them back.
Supportive party member.
Woo!
That's the go.
Also,
We will move on to Thorne then.
Okay, so is Lockhart still got amalgamation still in his arms? Okay. I'm gonna rush over. Trying to kind of place one hand on Malcolm's shoulder, and as this like soothing, healing energy like goes through my arm into my palm, I cast Cure Wounds onto amalgamation.
Nice. For how
Which-
much?
Will heal for 8. Yeah, just 8. That's not great, but
It's enough.
yeah.
Nice. We will heal amalgamation for 8 then. But once you have finished your healing, and these two have finally stepped out of this little bit of a house, this inn for a way, kind of you hear this crumbling sound followed by 2 massive thuds and the sound of bricks and wood kind of splintering and falling to the ground as you hear some agonizing screams from the pumpkin heads, even the one that Edina was controlling, as you quickly turn around and glance as the bell has completely crushed as the town hall splints and falls to the ground, being completely burnt to a crisp.
Fuck!
it's okay. We can rebuild it. I'm gonna help.
How's William
rebuild it.
looking at all this?
William, as he sees this, kind of goes completely pale. It's almost like his spirit has gone from his body. This is a town hall where he planned to kind of see if he could give Jericho Sticks some citizenship, and he kind of turns to you, Lockhart, completely blank-faced, and goes, "Help!" And we will do this from now on. This building is no longer here. And with the town hall burning down to a crisp, the parts of it falling, William not looking the most happy, that ghostly part of him has now come to the front. We will have a 5-minute break there. Welcome back. We had a nice short little break. A little recovery of what happened is you've now come to Foxwillow village. You've noticed that these pumpkin heads taking villagers' kind of appearances have been appearing, kind of fighting each other. This aggressive kind of nature towards them typically isn't something natural. And as you came to this village, it was on fire. Now coming in, you managed to put 2 houses out before the town hall fell to pieces. That bell kind of clanging onto the ceiling, falling and dropping onto the front porch, kind of squashing a lot of these quote-unquote pumpkin heads, kind of Coco style. You know what I mean? When the bell drops on the guy and then he
Oh yeah.
dies
yeah.
that way.
Remember
Yeah,
me.
Remember me, though I have to say goodbye. Yeah, that way. And looking mortified, William kind of turns towards you and kind of nonchalantly ruined of these emotions, blank face, and he kind of just tries to snap out of it immediately and kind of ushers you all to get onto his cart, because there's still one place that you've got to save, but we should damn fill up these fucking buckets before you go there.
Actually, they're all filled up already.
Yeah.
Mage
Apart from like
hand.
one of them that was from the pumpkin head.
There was one still left inside the house, but you do have the cart. So William kind of turns towards you guys just as a whole, and he's like, ignore the town hall for now. The windmill is the one setting this whole place on fire. If we don't stop the windmill, this whole town is gone.
I don't question.
Can I just quickly take my mage hand to refill the bucket, and then we get on the what is it? The
Horse and
Cart?
yeah.
There you go. So generally, I'm gonna say, Jasmin, your horse can just follow along perfectly fine. But as all of you notice this mage hand kind of pour out all of this water that it can and fill up all of these and put it onto the cart, kind of neatly placed. All of these pumpkin heads kind of completely squashed on this floor. You see bits of like pumpkin head brain in a way. These cloves kind of ripped apart, kind of scattered all over the floor. And as you all group together and ride past, kind of west way, this way, more towards the windmill, you pass kind of something that necessarily William doesn't pay too much attention to because he's so used to it, but it almost looks like kind of a board with names on it. But you arrive to the windmill. I will move everyone's characters. Fuck it. We'll do it this way.
This
you
little
go.
divot here is this dried up?
Yes, it
Guys,
has.
I need to quickly run downstairs to get my mail, my
Perfectly
parcel,
fine.
because I left it downstairs, so I have to. Yeah, you get it.
That's fine. That's fine. But kind of as you guys arrive to this, you notice the state this windmill is in. It doesn't look natural. This looks bad. It's completely flaming. The wheels and cogs that this kind of fan on a rotating stick has is spitting flames towards the village, kind of sending them forward. House is trying to catch fire because of it. If this windmill, it looks like the state of it is not dealt with quickly, it's gonna burn the whole village down.
Luckily, we've got buckets.
Buckets and buckets.
I quickly get off the horse, bucket in hand, and try and quell the flames.
Okie dokie. And we move to a different map.
What?
Oh
It's
shit!
got a whole thing. Oh, great.
Oh,
It's always scary
Oh,
when you see these type of
great.
things in our campaigns, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Oh,
the
great.
coloring in is it's so well done.
Thank you,
10 out
thank
of
you.
10.
I really wonder what those X's are. I really do.
Why have they not been coloured in? What?
It's just that bit that
Yeah, I
hasn't
don't
been.
know. Now I will say one thing with this is that the maps on my end were being a bit buggy, right?
Okay.
So you will. That's just not the right one. Apologies. Why isn't it letting me? Hang on. I'm just gonna erase this. The maps were being a bit buggy in the fact of I couldn't hide the X's even on the player version. The DM is the exact same as the player one for some reason, but it wasn't on what's it called? The actual proper one. So you will see X's, just pretend they're not there.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much. But we will start properly when Edina gets back.
And we're
What's
back.
up?
Are we ready to start again?
Yes.
The windmill's sails spin wildly, spewing cinders all around, some landing on your arm, feeling a little bit of a burn from them. A portion of the wall above the door has collapsed, blocking the door with burning debris. You hear rubble being shifted and a woman yelping in pain from the other side of the door.
Did we hear
Welcome
that
to the
before when
windmill.
we grabbed the bucket?
You did not.
Nope.
Okay. Hearing the scream, I quickly rushed to the entrance. Try and break
Give
it
me a
down.
minute. I just gotta read. So, when making your way on this outside, you notice, apologies, two little bits of rubble right in front of you, and the door completely being blocked into the entrance. You hear this woman screaming, but the only way to get past her is to move this burning rubble and give her a way of exit.
Malcolm! Do your thing.
Malcolm kind of looks at you, Lockhart, and kind of very, very bloodied, and he kind of looks at you. I'm not really sure about this one. Turns like all the way around and looks at Thorne, and then realizes you can't do it either. You'll burn. And then looks finally to you and May, and kind of just tuts. You do it.
But I'm so fucking weak. Actually, wait, I have an idea, and I kind of pull back. This is gonna be just like the bathroom. Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Give me an
Eldritch
attack roll. With disadvantage, because you're so
Yeah.
close, but give me an attack roll.
Eldritch Blast. Ah! Natural 1.
Jeez. As you kind of summon the spectral
laugh
red
again.
energy to try hit this bit of rubble on the door, you kind of miss and hit the door handle, and it pushes it more into the wall, and you hear this scream come out from behind saying, "Let me out."
Can I not use Mage Hand?
You can try.
Is
You're
it
not
like
an initiative right now, so everyone can just go ham at it.
Is it like a pushing thing or is it like a lifting? I wasn't really here to hear it.
The rubble blocking the door is a lot of heavy things. It's kind of reliant on this wooden beam being moved off the door handle.
How heavy is it?
You would have to give me a strength check for that. It looks very heavy. This is not something that you could typically
Okay.
do without someone helping you.
Strength. Oh, yeah, no. I cannot lift that.
Thorne,
Hey, I'm here.
Can I
Give
not
me a
just like get
perception check.
me and
Perception,
Thorne to
sorry.
lift it?
yeah, give me a perception check.
Okay. That's a 15.
You notice with all of these bits of rubble and burning wood blocking the door that there is this space, this little tiny hole above the door frame, kind of this 5-foot wide hole that realistically only you would be able to fit through, a smaller type of person, and it's kind of 10 foot above the ground, so someone quite dexterous would need to be able to do this. However, it's looking like your options are quite heavy. It's either go through this hole in the wall, which is burning. You see the cinders kind of flaming on it. The flames kind of eating its way out of this hole in a way, or to move this rubble. And this woman inside is screaming.
Would a shorter 5'11" person be able to fit through? On the
You
shorter
try.
end, you know?
It might be hard. You're a bit tall for that one.
I'm pretty dexterous.
If
But...
you know the reference, you know.
Oh, I got it.
Get it?
Campaign 4.
Mm.
You know, in
Because
the
they were-
beginning,
Oh
when they
yeah.
show the characters and they're like, oh, he's like the shorter end of 5'11". or
Oh
something.
yes, yes, I get it. Yes, took me a while. Took me a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Irrelevant.
No,
We,
yeah,
we,
it's,
we,
it's fine, guys. I'll go.
Anyways, guys, yeah.
Right, Thorne, as you step up, we enter initiative once again.
Do we
I'm
reroll?
just
So,
ins- I'm just
Nope, I've
instantly
got it right
dead.
here. It's fine. So it will be Thorne first, Emmanuel, May, Malcolm. That's the order.
Cool.
Thorne, would you like to climb through?
Reluctantly, yes, I will climb through.
Give me a acrobatics check.
Okay. There's a 21. God
So-
damn it.
Tell me how you crawl through this hole.
So did you say it's low to the ground or high up?
It's very high up.
I
It's about 10 foot above the ground.
usher over Amalgamation like, hey, can you give me a little hand? And like I sort of make this shape with my hands like, oh, I need like a step up sort of thing. And I'm hoping Malcolm gets the idea.
As Malcolm kind of notices the idea you're trying to go for, he kind of nods his head thinking, this one might be a bit hard to move, but he's so physically weak right now that he doesn't want to try and risk touching this hot rubble, but he still is willing to do it. And he kind of turns to you and thinks, would this be smarter to just let me hit the rubble with my great axe, or are we sure about boosting you into a flaming fucking hole?
Well, maybe you should have said that before I even had that idea, but maybe, yeah, if you would like to do that, I would prefer rather than, going headfirst into.
There is a woman
Oh.
burning in there. Could you
Yeah.
please make a decision?
Malcolm kind of shrugs and goes, oh, what's the harm? And then kind of takes one big step back for this swing of the great axe, trying to go on this wooden kind of rubble in a way, and rolls a 12. So, as he kind of takes a step back with this great axe, holding it right above his head, he brings it down super fast. You hear the clang of this metal weapon hitting this kind of reinforced wood, and it kind of twangs a little bit, but it cuts halfway through. And we move on to Emmanuel.
So has it been fully broken down or just a little bit?
No, just halfway.
Okay, I'm gonna jump through the hole. The embarrassment of the panic of failing Eldritch Blast has put me in a, oh fuck, I should probably lock in and try and save this person. So I'm just gonna make a runner and jump through that hole.
Mm-hmm.
Acrobatics,
Uh-huh.
natural 20.
Nice.
Tell me how you get it. Tell me how you do it.
I like watching the kerfuffle of, can you give me a step up? And then I just bolt in, jump head first through the hole, miss all of the fire and sinew, do a little roll on the ground, and stand up next to the woman who is burning. Salutations! I'm here to save you.
The classic Owen entrance.
What am I looking at?
I'm erasing it for you right now.
Oh, beautiful.
I'll tell you what you're looking at in a minute. So, as you get into this room, you see a woman in the middle trying to bang on this rubble. Her hair singed, her hands burned, that black kind of soot covering all of her skin and hastily wrapped in torn cloth. she kind of turns to you and stammers over her words a little, and she kind of shakingly admits that she's very thankful for you saving her and getting in here, but she's like, how can we get out?
Don't worry, my friends are sorting that out. And am I able to give any sort of aid to her? Any sort of
You can try hit it from the inside, because there's not exactly as much rubble from in the inside, so you will get advantage because
okay.
it's a push door. So if you would like to give me a strength check.
Strength check. Am I able to slash it with my rapier?
I don't think that would exactly open it door-wise. It
Okay.
would realistically be strength.
That's fine. I will try. It probably won't go well.
But you do have advantage.
11?
Do remember that.
Okay, yeah. 14.
Nice. Give me a second. I'm just doing this for you. So if you look on the right side of the map now,
Mhm.
you see the first floor. So
Ah,
kind of with a 14, you barge this door open, and all of that heat just immediately singes forward in a way, kind of making Amalgamation have to take a step back because it's hot. That smoke kind of immediately, you know, when you open a door in a burning building and it explodes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of what
personally, but-
happens.
Never happened personally.
But the other way around, right? So all of that emergency and all that stress from this woman kind of extrudes from this building, and she kind of stammers over her words again. This is a stutter, and you can tell that she's very, very nervous about what's happening, right? And she kind of turns to you. Give me a minute. I just need to grab something up. She kind of turns to you, Owen. She kind of thanks you, shakes your hand a lot, but you can tell that it's been burnt. You see calluses on her hands, like ripped open, blood seeping from them, covered in soot with her torn clothing. And she said, "Thank you, thank you so much." She kind of just grabs your hand and shakes it uncontrollably. You can tell her whole arm is like shaking, and she can't stop it.
Jeez. Okay. How much further does the door have to go before it's down?
It's pretty open right now, so she can leave.
Okay, cool. I like guide her out of the windmill, meeting back up with everyone else. Take her like to sit down on the horse and cart. Can anyone heal her? She's really badly burnt. And can
Talking to you two.
while doing that, can I medically examine her?
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
I can do the medicine because I have a bonus for it.
23.
Nice. So
No,
whilst you
nothing more.
examine her, I mean, clearly this guy's just a goat, but whilst you
Yeah.
examine her, you notice that she has severe first-degree burns, kind of all over her arms, her legs as well, her face, and she kind of hesitantly tells you that, please just listen. The fire, the windmill, the town, it was my fault. I got into a fight with Jonah, and that led to just a big lantern falling outside the windmill, and then all of a sudden, when this, and she kind of more tremors, and she like really, really visibly shaking her hand, like she can't stop it right now, and then in kind of terror, she kind of recounts how this grotesque scarecrow, jaw down, kind of teeth eroding from its mouth, like eye sockets popped out, one kind of hanging down below, hat like kind of demonic wise, and wearing this kind of skin suit, kind of burst through the door in the wall, and it immediately came here before the wall collapsed, and then Jonah, you have to help him. I'm so sorry, but he's gone upstairs. You have to help Jonah before she
Right,
gets
we will.
off the cart and completely flees the area.
Before we can heal her in any way.
Yes.
She'll be
Well,
fine.
She was badly burnt. We need to save this Jonah person. We need to see what the hell. How does a windmill result in an entire town burning. Like there is distance between this windmill and the town, and they speak of this place like it's no ordinary thing. I look to William in this moment. Is there something special about this windmill?
He kind of turns to you and reluctantly says, just a windmill. Nothing really that special about it, but fucking hate Jonah, but if he's in there, you gotta go save him.
And
I
do you
can
know
come
who,
with, but I don't like the guy.
do you know who that
Could
was?
you
That, and he kind of looks at you. That was Martha.
Martha.
Martha Langtree.
Do you know she'll be all right?
She'll be fine. That's a
you-
hard-working woman.
could you help us with like running back and forth with the thing to refill the buckets?
Buckets? Jonah's up there. Fuck the buckets. You gotta go.
With that,
I mean,
bolt back
for
into the
afterwards, for
windmill.
to put out the fires.
Who cares about the fire now? If Jonah's up there, you gotta get him first. We'll worry about the fire afterwards. And you can tell that he's starting to visibly shake a little bit as well. He kind of informs you that even though Martha is a woman who is very, very tough on the exterior, and she's gone through a lot of stuff, you can tell that he has a bit of a history with Martha. Jonah is the number one priority right now.
Okay, as soon as he says about Jonah, I rush back in and try and climb the stairs.
Nice. So as you realistically run back into this building, there's nothing really. I mean, everything inside is on fire. These barrels next to you are starting to like flame upwards. It's getting hard to breathe in here. But so give me a conk saving throw, pretty please.
Yay! 11.
Nice. Perfectly fine. As you kind of gasp for air before you go back in before heading up the stairs. Owen, you go to the next floor.
Yay!
Everyone else, it is now May's turn.
See, I was gonna kind of put my foot down and be like, we'll help Jonah. But while we do that, you need to like help with the water situation. Because realistically, not all of us have to go up there to save him. Like, we can bring him down to safety and then do what we need to. But if the fires, like, we just, I don't know what's happening with the fires.
I mean, this building is very, very much on fire and collapsing as it is. Emmanuel has rushed in to see if he can help this one guy, as there's not many actually alive people left in this town, and pretty much the people you have met so far is the only real people left here. The rest of them have gone missing in this town. Those scarecrows kind of following you around are now around this fucking windmill. Those kind of crows fluttering around still. You hear their like squawking and stuff, kind of just staring at you guys whilst you're here.
Yeah.
You can try and talk to William about if it would be a good idea for him to split up and try help you guys, but he equally did offer to come in and see if he could help you save Jonah.
I think if you can just stay out here and watch over his like carriage.
Mhm.
So that we can, when Jonah is out, we can get him like immediately to like a safer place.
Yeah.
So just like, don't worry about getting him. We got that covered. You just stay here, make sure that the horses make sure that the carriage is where it is, basically.
Yeah, with the dream
Yes,
team.
ma'am.
And if you need help, scream at one of us. And with that,
He kind of nods his head a little bit, kind of agreeing with you know better than him in this instance. He just wants to save the windmill, and he kind of reluctantly says, I'll try my best.
With that, actually, you know what? I'll leave. Oh, my crow is up here. I was gonna say I can leave my crow here, so that it can, like stay with him.
Your crow can just stay on the cart. I mean, realistically,
Yeah.
we can put it back on here, but it's just going to be off map for now.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna leave my crow with him as like an extra pair of like safety eyes, I guess. And then I'll just run in as well.
Nice. As you kind of run in, you take this big, deep breath before all of this smoke starts to try and attack you violently. Edina, I need you to make me a conch saving throw.
Oh. 15.
Perfectly fine. You are chilling. With a 15, pretty good. As you kind of manage to etch past this rubble in a way, you make your way up the stairs and to where Lockhart is.
In like a very, very fancy fashion, if I will, because my character is very much elegant, fancy, whatever. I take out one of my handkerchiefs, like the white handkerchief, and I just like cover my mouth and like my nose, like not taking any of the smoke directly, I guess.
I like it.
And I just run upstairs as well.
Second, just doing that. So as you run upstairs as well to follow Lockhart, you equally join that, and we will move back over to Amalgamation and Thorne. Thorne, you go first.
Can I take some of the buckets before I go up? Sorry.
Absolutely.
I'll take as many as I can physically carry, so maybe like 2, 3, if possible.
With water, there will be 2.
2. Okay. I'm gonna take 2. And just rush up the stairs to meet with everyone else.
Cool. Amalgamation's gonna turn to William and just say, make sure the base doesn't collapse. And he's gonna rush straight in as well. So, as you guys go to the next floor, I gotta get my notes up. Hang on a second. You see this room that is covered in flames. The floor is burning red hot, charcoal littered among the floor, more soot in this room than anything else you have seen so far, and I welcome you to the second floor.
Oh, there's so
That's a
many
lot of
exits.
X's, dude.
What are exits?
Rubble.
My way.
So, all of these X's are rubble. So keep in mind, touching them will burn you. So you gotta be careful. So, Lockhart, you're the first one that comes into this room littered with charcoal, burning heavily, smoke kind of violently attacking your lungs, but you need to save Jonah. How are you gonna do it?
He's not. I don't see him on this floor.
He's not on this floor, which only means he's higher.
Okay. There's only 2. Wow. There's. What's this thing in the middle here? This thing.
I believe that is just a, like, air suction for the windmill. Nothing that important.
Okay. There's a tight squeeze.
If I give me a second, before eraser, I will unveil the second floor for you, so you can see what it looks like.
Okay.
There you go, boss. That's the second floor.
I'm going to. So, am I able to get past the debris? It will just hurt me.
Yes, you are. It will just be very, very difficult.
Okay, I'm going to acrobatics past the debris. I'm gonna like jump over this thing and go straight to the staircase.
Okay, Owen, I need you to make me 2 separate rolls. I need you
Okay.
to make me a dexterity saving throw and an acrobatics check.
That's a 12 on the saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
And a 22 on the acrobatics.
Very nice. So you are... Tell me how you tried to get through this room.
So I sort of just like get the first bit of rubble. I'm just assuming is like a couple of planks that have fallen down that are on fire. I'm just gonna like use my extremely lanky body mass just to like slide through. Very skinny, good for fitting in places. Get past here, then sort of like jump and turn over this fucking thing and do like the same sort of maneuver myself through the rubble here.
Mm-hmm. So with your dex saving throw, you manage to weave yourself through this building, going past these burning debris in a way, making sure that you don't actually take that much damage from it or spend too long on one target, kind of weaving yourself over and under different abilities, going over this table that commonly looks a bit like a kitchen in a way, but is more of a area for utilities. And whilst you're doing that, weaving through all of this kind of debris in a way, you feel the windmill trembling as its kind of strain of this wildly spinning sails kind of threatens to tear apart this windmill structure in half. And it moves you, shaking this whole building, trembling its kind of structure just as its whole, making you take 6 damage. And then, Thorne, we will move on to you.
Oh, okay. I've still got these buckets in my hand, but I'm gonna try copy what Lockheart did and just try to weave my way through the debris.
So that will be a dex saving throw and an acrobatics check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage is fine. My save, that would be 19.
Nice.
And acrobatics with disadvantage. Ooh. That's a 1. Well, actually, hold on. +6, so 7. But
That's a 7.
yeah, that's like, yeah, great.
So, tell me what happens,
I
Mrs.
think-
Thorne.
Yeah, I think I make my way past the first bit. I'm like balancing the 2 buckets in my hand. Did I make it with that roll of a 7?
No.
Okay. I sort of make my way halfway through this debris, and I get my like leg trapped on like a plank of wood, and I like half trip, maybe spill a bit of water, and do I want to say I fell? I sort of like half fall, maybe catch myself on this wooden thing and structure in the middle, but I'm currently just stuck where I am, I think.
So as you make your way up these stairs and try to maneuver yourself through this flaming rubble, kind of wooden pillars left and right, all ignited with fire and charcoal, kind of cinders spitting at you left and right all over this windmill, kind of tearing its already damaged structure, trying to get it towards the ground. You realistically miss your footing. Trying to be careful with these 2 buckets, you kind of tremble and fall a little bit to the side and manage to catch yourself realistically on this table, kind of spilling a little bit, I'd say about half of one of these buckets, and managing to like stumble and catch yourself like a little bit of a thud when you go into this table. And Jasmin, you take 12 damage.
Okay, that's yay.
As we move on to May.
I was gonna say, are the inner walls on fire?
Everything on this floor is absolutely flaming.
Okay. Because I was gonna say I can climb on the walls, because, you know, I'm a little spider.
It would be worse for you the higher you go. As a spider, if you went onto the roof of this, you would be in more danger.
Yonch.
Because heat rises, guys. We learned that in year 9.
Really? Yes. Do you have any... How much HP are you on Thorne?
9.
Oh, yes, okay.
Won't
That
quite
changes the perspective.
That would be such an awful way to die. Just fucking fall
Yeah,
on myself.
I've noticed that, like, when it's
Don't forget-
massive train, fine. Evil hag, we got this. Wolves and fire, we're so fucked.
And pumpkin heads.
And pumpkin heads. It's just like the normaler the thing, the more we go down.
I said you should have the healing potions.
Yeah, I've got one currently.
So you could use that. Can my mage hand do anything about the fire?
You can try. I can't give you a definite answer.
I mean, it could take one of the buckets I've got. That would be nice.
Or it can push some of the, what is it called, rubble out of the way, maybe?
Your hand would have to give me a strength check for it.
Okay. Does it have, is it just my strength? I assume so, right?
Yeah, it would just be your strength. Yes.
That is 15.
So as you kind of summon Mage Hand to see if you can try push some of the rubble around, where are you pushing it? The ones that are on Thorne?
Yeah, off. So like downwards, I guess.
Nice. You try to move it downwards, and as your mage hand kind of grabs it, you see the flames flicker around its individual fingers, kind of cinders making it way up, changing the spectral kind of glue of this hand. The blue kind of aura that surrounds it kind of grows into a flaming ball of orange and kind of consumes it as it pushes it forward still, kind of more going forward and forward as it hits the floor, shaking the whole windmill. Everybody, give me a dex saving throw.
No, I didn't mean to pick it up. I just meant to push it, bro.
That's pushing it.
Dex saving throw.
14.
17.
To do it for
11.
Malcolm. So, as it kind of makes this whole windmill shake, it feels like this thing is paper thin. It's going to rip apart any minute now if too much of a thud happens or anything like that. It manages to stay intact. You guys aren't falling or going anywhere yet, and you all stand strong. But goddamn, that was close. And we now move on to Malcolm's turn. Malcolm kind of looks at this whole situation as thinking, is it worth him coming up as well? Or would he rather go outside and make sure this thing doesn't burn down? And he kind of turns to May. And he goes, May, I'm not sure if I want to follow this. Should I
Bring
help
water.
William or...
Bring water.
And
Help
as you
us.
say that, Amalgamation immediately turns around and runs out of the house to see if he can go help William from stopping this base of the windmill you guys are climbing up from collapsing and burning down. and we move to Lockhart.
I'm running up those stairs.
Okie dokie, buddy boy. Thorne!
Hello. I'm gonna take a. So would drinking my health potion be a bonus action?
It would be.
Okay. I would like to. I'm gonna like set the bucket that was like half empty down on that little circle thing, and would reach into my pockets and take a swig of my healing potion.
Go for it. Roll me a d8.
That's an 8. Yeah.
Hey, nice.
Hey.
So as you kind of drink this thick red potion, it swigs from side to side. The insides of it are a bit sparkly in a way. You can tell that this has been magically altered in a way, and you kind of feel a bit full. And it's like a little bit of you has got protection, but that protection is just healing, and 8 HP is kind of redeemed upon you, and your stature kind of changes. You stand up a bit more, you look a bit more powerful in a way, but I need you to give me a dex saving throw once again.
Okay. Let me do the healing. That would be a 20, but 14 plus 6 for the dex save.
What was it? 14?
Yeah.
No, so 20. Yeah, perfectly fine. So this windmill is shaking from side to side, banging across these these windmill kind of turning cogs and making sure this whole thing stays apart is shaking. It's trembling within the whole fire, and it's really showing that it is not a structurally sound building. If you would like to continue, give me an athletics check with disadvantage.
Is it acrobatics or athletics? Sorry.
Acrobatics.
Okay. That's another 7.
Want to tell me what happens, or should I tell you?
You tell me.
So as you try to climb over this table once again, kind of bringing up these buckets with you, they kind of weigh you down and make it a little bit harder to hold your balance, and you drop one, kind of the one hitting the floor, spilling out water all over the floor. So now there's no longer one more bucket for that. And as that happens, you kind of lose your footing as the weight difference has happened once again, and you go head first straight into the floor. I'm gonna roll for
stare at
damage.
this whole thing.
Okay.
while it's-
That is plus that 12 damage.
Okay. Back
Are you
down.
dead?
Back down. No, I'm okay. But just barely hanging on.
Being someone who's made of hay in a burning building is not a good idea.
I didn't choose to be like this, okay?
But we venture forth anyway. Mate, your turn.
I'm gonna shout at Thorne and be like, hold my hand. And I'm
Thorne
gonna
is on the
cast-
other side of the table.
Oh,
Keep in mind.
well, can I walk to the edge of the table?
If you would like to follow Thorne, that would be a dex saving throw and acrobatics.
Okay. 19 for dex save. And then 3 for acrobatics.
This is
So-
going great.
Can I
As the
not
wind-
reroll acrobatics?
No, as the windmill is violently shaking and trembling in its path, you hold your ground, but traversing this is extremely difficult. And as you try to you kind of grow over this rubble 1 foot at a time. You kind of catch your foot as this whole building shakes and land kind of side first onto a burning wooden pillar. And you are going to take 6 points of fire damage.
What can I still do an action, or was that my action?
That was your action.
Oh.
And then we move to Lockhart. Lockhart, as you make your way upstairs, you are adorned by a quite high up room. This room doesn't have a proper floor. You can see below you. Hang on, let me just get rid of all of this. You can see below you, it looks like a machine. This is a massive cog spinning rapidly in the beginning. 4 pieces of debris kind of laid out, wooden pillars just on fire. This floor that you need to cross with is spitting cinders. You feel the heat within your feet. You feel it in your souls, and you cannot be stood on it for that long.
I jump for the plank over here. I don't kind of worry about the
Give me
debris.
an acrobatics check. Are you trying to go onto the cog or
Doesn't
the
matter,
plank
natural
in front of
20.
you? Oh, Fora. So as you kind of jump onto this cog that's spinning in 180-degree angles rapidly, you kind of go past the first one and land on this cog. Now you are spinning in a circle rapidly, many pieces of debris around you, all on fire. I need you to make me a dex saving throw.
Yeah, it was Dex. 24.
Oof. So as you kind of land on this, you are spinning around in circles and you are able to jump off this into a good timing and kind of land on the one area that isn't adorned by debris. And you see in front of you this quite big ladder that potentially feels like it will lead towards this last floor.
I go up it.
That will be on your next turn, bud. But we can say you are up there for now. Thorne Dullahan!
Yeah, I'm struggling.
Please, either find a way to get out or find a way to make it.
Since I've got 1 bucket, will I still roll with disadvantage? Or is it...
Yes, because you are holding stuff. So you can't use your whole thing.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna,
Fuck the bucket!
Yeah, I'm gonna let go
Fuck
of the
it,
bucket.
we'll do it live!
Yeah. It's fine. So moving through the debris would be my action then.
Yes, it would be.
But I'm also
Give me, if you've dropped the bucket,
Yeah.
normal acrobatics
Mhm.
and the dex.
It should be
Saving throw
fine.
and normal
I
acrobatics.
just ignore the fact I'm on 5 HP. It's good. It's 24 for my dex save.
Nice.
And then acrobatics 17.
Oof. Tell me how you want to get past it, Thorne.
I'm just had enough of this bucket. I just throw it behind me. I don't care where it's going. I'm gonna just leap right over the debris and try to make my way up.
With one kind of big final jump, you say, fuck this bucket, and kind of chuck it behind you, relinquishing some of the flames in this particular room, but not a heavy amount. Going up these stairs, you feel each individual one kind of creaking side to side, moving kind of harshly with the way this windmill is turning. You feel the cinders kind of going up the banister of this, and it feels destructive as you make your way to the 3rd floor. May! What are we doing, boss?
Well, she just got paused at. Just gonna heal her. Can I Can I just like run past everything, kind of? Okay, maybe not run because I don't want to. Actually, first of all, do I catch the bucket or no?
No.
Okay. Is Malcolm getting anything? Or like,
Malcolm's already gone upstairs, boss. Malcolm, no, not Malcolm. Apologies.
I'm so sorry.
Malcolm's outside the building and is just not here.
So is she not bringing water to help?
He's doing water on the bottom floor to make sure this whole thing doesn't
Oh.
collapse.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, then I kind of just try to get past all of this and also guess get upstairs. Although there's already 2 people there. There is not one more floor, is there?
There is.
Oh, no, there is. Hold on. I'm blind. Yeah, okay, I'll run up with them. Yes.
Okay, that's going to be a dex saving throw and acrobatics check, please.
Nat 20. So that's 22
Huge.
for
Yeah.
dexterity. And then 17 for acrobatics.
Nice. Tell me how you get upstairs.
Well, what does a nat 20 do for dexterity?
On your saving throw, just stops you from falling over.
Okay, well, I was gonna. Cool. I'll just honestly run past everything, like. Obviously, being mindful of not touching, like, my feet with the burning stuff or, like, the hot stuff, but I just kind of run past it. And then can I also just run up the stairs?
Absolutely. As you make your way up to where Thorne is, you two are joined by each other, and you see each other for the second time getting past this floor of just flaming debris. And in front of you is this massive spinning cog, 180 degrees of pure metal clanking sounds. And it's just pure, I'd say, confusion on the fact that how has Emmanuel got past this so fast? You see 4 kind of adjourned debris kind of on fire, blocking these, I'd say, key crossroads in a way. These cinders kind of sitting at you guys, and you notice if you fail on this floor, you are falling back down onto the second one.
It's evil.
Can I just be? Can I
Emmanuel.
just look at Thorne and be like, I don't. Bro,
Yup.
Emmanuel has been insane ever since the Crooked House. Like, honestly, I'm not questioning his athletics anymore.
This guy's not exactly human anymore. But no, we will go to Emmanuel. Now, keep in mind, you two do not see this. Each of these floors is new to you individually. But we will go to you, Mr. Emmanuel. As you get this feeling of athleticism, one would say, you run up to this stairs and you hear shouts and cries in a way of one person, and that one person can only be Jonah.
I'm a Jonah.
As you make your way up to the top, it won't let me erase. That's fun. There we go. To the top floor, Mr. Emmanuel.
Oh, jeez.
And
Do I see him?
yes, you do. I'm just erasing everything right now.
Mhm.
Apologies.
I kind of shout over, Jonah! Is that you?
Jonah, and the look quite manly in a way. This is your typical has a button-up shirt, kind of some overalls over it. He looks a bit like a butcher in a way. Mutton chops kind of adorned on the sides of his face, kind of brown hair splitting ends, and very, very orange eyes kind of on top of his temple. Nose kind of crooked in a way that goes to one side. But the main thing you notice about him is he's quite a burly man, and he's not exactly too scared in this situation, because this is a situation he's heard of before, kind of fighting these pumpkin heads, but he's a bit scared of the height he's at. And in front of him, Emmanuel, you see a pumpkin head, a very grotesque looking one. As we said, this is the one you saw earlier, kind of half split open, things coming out of its chest of where holes shouldn't be, kind of half of its face rotted off, with teeth like coming out, protruding from its mouth, kind of stolen the appearance of someone who looked very important in this village. But only a little bit of investigating will do that for you. But welcome to the highest level, Mr.
Okay.
Lockhart. What do you want to do?
Shout over to Jonah. Why on earth did you come up here? Don't you know that heat rises?
Jonah kind of looks towards you and goes, I know he rises. And then you can tell he's like physically shocked. He's stammering over his words. He's stuttering like Martha earlier. And then Owen, Lockhart, when you look towards him, you see this pumpkin head on your right. And it is not nice. Its face is twisted into a young girl. Owen, give me an investigation check.
Investigation. With advantage. Natural 20.
By the look of Jonah, you can tell that he had a relationship to this thing that is trying to attack him. And he kind of stammers and goes, I couldn't fight her. That's Lisa. And he kind of just stammers over his words, and you make it very clear that this pumpkin head has stolen the face of his daughter, Lisa.
Nah. Okay. This is a pretty fucked situation. Where actually is Jonah in this room?
Jonah-
Is he...
I will draw for you where Jonah is.
Okay, thanks.
He is right there.
That's where I thought. Okay. Because the only way I'm gonna get him to safety is if I attack Lisa. I look at him and say, I am so sorry. And I cast one of my spells. But I need to read them because I keep on forgetting what they do.
He kind of, whilst you're doing that, he kind of looks over to you and glances. Sorry about what? Don't hurt her. Don't you fucking hurt her.
I charge towards her with my rapier in my right hand, and
Okay.
I just like lunge at it to try and like pierce it, but also push it off the where it's standing into the fire below.
Nice. Give me many separate rolls. It's going to be a dex saving throw. It's going to be athletics check, and equally it's going to be an acrobatics check.
14
And
dex.
14 dex saves you from falling over this windmill. Athletics check to get over there.
Yeah. And then
And I also need an attack hit roll.
okay. All of everything. So wait, acrobatics or
much.
athletics?
Athletics. Apologies, I didn't mean to say acrobatics as well.
7.
And then
Right.
an attack roll.
Oh,
Pretty
still the
pleased.
attack roll. Okay. 11. Shit.
So, Lockhart, as you kind of take yourself into another situation, your arm, using this right hand, Sai knows what you're gonna do. And it slowly becomes more black. That eerie thing of you're letting Sai take control of your hand to get a little bit of a bonus in your strength. You need to be able to save Jonah here. This is an emergency situation. As you try to kind of move towards him, kind of charge at his daughter in a way to save him, you kind of slip and fall onto this cog, as you start spinning around in a circle. Give me another dex saving throw.
11.
Lockhart, you fall onto this cog, spin in a circle, get launched off towards the side of where Jonah is, and you fall in between the holes in the middle and fall straight onto the stairwell behind May.
Oh, hi
I need
guys.
you to take
Salutations.
13 damage from me.
I'm still alive, but I'm on 3 HP.
Oof.
He's
Oh.
up there. His child is trying to kill him. It's been turned. I am not feeling very well. I'm gonna stay down here. Please help him. I don't know if you can save the child. I don't know. And I just kind of lie on the staircase.
Oh, I'm out of commission for this one. On.
You guys got this.
I'm gonna use my last spell slot to cast Cure Wounds. Who it will be on, I am not decided yet.
You don't have to. I can cast aid. And it's gonna give 5 HP. It's not much, but
I know, but
I can do it for all 3 of us at least.
if we're all trying to get by, I just wanna, have a bit more HP
That's
so
to
I don't
Emmanuel.
instantly just fucking die if I fall.
Wait, how much HP do you have?
I have
Me?
Both of you.
I have 5 HP. So
3 and 5. Okay, so that would be 8 and 10. So you decide who you want to.
still not great.
I have the most amount of HP.
Hey, you
You
should go
jamming
up there
Lockhart.
then. Go on then. Off you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, you still choose to heal someone. Because I'm gonna cast
Okay.
my.
If you
Healing.
take care of Emmanuel, I will cast Cure Wounds on myself and maybe try get through, but that would be my action anyway, so I'm not really.
I'll just be like, guys, I need the power of friendship. Hold my hand, both of you. Hold my hand. Come on.
Yeah.
The power of friendship.
Yeah, cast Cure Wounds on myself, which
Yep.
is for 10 healing. I can't make my way over because that would take my whole turn. But for my bonus action, I would like to cast Gift of the Green on Emmanuel, which would let him use a hit point die up +2 to heal a bit.
I shall. Oh, I have 4 hit point die now. That's so lovely. Ah, 8 health. Let's
Rejuvenated.
fucking go.
Let's go. I think that's all I can do really until my next one. I can't move.
You do this, and I suddenly on my deathbed essentially
Uh-huh.
suddenly spring up. The call of a fellow father. He needs me, and I stand back up.
Whoa.
Superhero
Slow
like
down,
landing,
yeah,
bro.
like, one thing
Can I
at a
just
time.
say, it's like, Emmanuel, if you go back up, like, I can deal with the monster you deal with, Jonah.
Deal. We can't deal as in kill. We need to deal as in save. We need to save Lisa.
Lisa?
Is she
Oh.
even there anymore? You said she was a pumpkin head. She could not even be physically in there
I don't
anymore.
know.
Emmanuel, I have the abilities to charm these things, okay? Do not worry about her. Worry about the one that's still alive.
Okay, and yeah, I'm like shaking and stuff. This
And
is
I
pretty
put my hand on
traumatic.
your shoulders and just like shake you. It's like, you do not need to worry about that, Pumpkinhead. Worry about Jonah.
It is May's turn.
Okay, would me going up the stairs take up the whole turn?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not stairs. You need to get across the cogs and up the ladder. But if you got all across there, it would be one turn. Yes.
That was a lot of words. My brain did not comprehend all of those words.
Yes, it's an action.
Okay, I'll get up the stairs then. I don't really need to get up. Oh wait, no, I do. Wait, yes. Because I'm already on the top of the stairs. I just need to like get past this thing.
Is to get past the cog and all of the fire rubble. So if you would like to get past it, that will be athletics and dex saving throw once again.
Can it be acrobatics instead?
Yeah, I said acrobatics. It's
You
that and
said
dex
athletics,
saving
no?
throw. Oh, if I said athletics, I apologize. It's acrobatics.
Yeah, okay.
Acrobatics and a dex saving throw.
I'll roll dex for. Oh, that's 8. I swear I can roll it twice now, guys.
No. So as you try to make your way past the first rubble, you feel a little bit of a shakiness in this mill. It's ripping apart. That fire isn't working anymore, and it's starting to rip apart. In a couple of minutes, or even a couple of seconds, this place could be burnt to the ground and completely collapsed as you kind of stumble a little bit and just fall to your ass.
Do I still have a turn?
No.
So I can't really persuade anyone to do something?
I mean, you wouldn't even be able to use your dart bargain. You've already used it.
No, not just literally mean like persuade, like
I mean, you
charm a
can talk
person or
to.
something.
I mean, who would you charm?
Jonah to come here.
You can't see him.
Can I not see him through like the gaps?
Nope. He's on a very, very full
Can I not
wooden.
just shout? Do I have to see him? Hold on.
You can try
Oh, yeah.
shout,
You can see within a range.
but you need to be able to see him.
What about charm person?
You need to see him.
What about captivate undead?
He's not undead.
Well, Jonah isn't, but the pumpkinhead is the pumpkinhead undead?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
Let me double check. No, he's not. You need to. I'll be nice. You can try again. I'll be nice.
Not like try going up again or try.
Try going up again.
Okay.
I'll give you another try because I'm feeling nice.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Not matter.
Basically the same thing happens as you get up. The windmill is very, very shaky. As long, no, not as long as that mog moving in them. You don't even make a footstep into it. It's the pumpkin's
Can I
turn.
not just?
Ooh.
I was gonna say, can
It's
I not just
you-
like walk on the wall for it? Because like can walk on walls, like to walk around it.
You can be my guest, but next turn. It's on fire though, so you will take damage. You hear a scream from Jonah, shouting, "He just stay back, get away!" As Lisa is slowly closing out this distance.
No.
Emmanuel,
I have a
What you gonna
question.
do?
I have a
Yeah, what's
question. Is the I don't know what it's called.
Spinny.
Is it spinning?
the
The spinning
cog,
spinning,
yeah,
is it
it's
spinning?
spinning. It's very
All
much
on
spinning.
fire?
No, the wood is on fire. The cog is spinning.
Yeah, I thought it would Stop. Okay.
No.
And is there like a safe distance just for silly questions? If someone was to jump down, let's say into like hay, like would they be like a safe distance between the little spinny things and the wood, like on the side, let's say?
Not really, no. Yeah, you trying to ask if Jonah wants to jump down?
Into like I would have gotten
Into
what's his
my
name,
loving
William.
arms.
Yeah, I would have gotten William to like put hay onto like his carriage thing, whatever it's called, so that we
Yeah,
can all jump into it safely. But I guess,
William's outside.
well, yeah.
Gotta get to Jonah.
I meant I still my Raven though. Like I could.
Yeah, I mean, your raven can't exactly speak, though, can it? So...
It can poke and make a point. I'll have you know it's a smart Raven. Ravens are smart. Actually, no. Ravens can speak. Okay, maybe not this one, but they can mimic voices. Just saying.
Yeah,
I'm
mimic
going-
voice does not have a full conversation. Owen, go on.
I'm going to make the jump again, or try and make the jump again.
You got
Go for it.
this.
Same rolls, boss.
Dex
Actually-
save.
I'll be nicer. No
Oh.
dex save, just acrobatics.
Okay, cool. That's a 9.
Is that with pluses or just a
That's
9?
with pluses, yeah. That was a 4 plus
Yeesh.
5. Not 4 plus 5. Oh, yeah, 4 plus 5. That ain't good.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this nicely. All of you are falling on your asses. Thorne.
My turn. I'm gonna
Falling on
try-
our asses onto the lower floor, or just like.
No, just falling on your ass. Back
Okay.
on the stairs.
It's my
Give
turn.
me a roll, Thorne.
Yep.
I'm just sitting on the stairs like you tried to.
Oh, it's a 24.
I'm gonna be very nice and say that gets you past the full thing.
Sweet.
Ah.
Do I
lovely.
still have an action to do things, or is that it?
That is your action.
Okay, I'm not gonna go up yet. Well, maybe. Do I want to?
Go on.
Raven.
Okay, fine.
I would go up.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
up.
Maybe you can pumpkin head out. Maybe that's a
Yeah.
thing.
Thorne, as you go up, you see the situation that is unfolding in front of you. Adjourned in front of you is this pumpkin head that is closing distance out on Jonah. And Jonah's kind of stood here with his hands up, kind of telling this pumpkin head that is his daughter, tears going down his face, that she needs to stop. She needs to wake up out of it. He does not want to hurt his little girl. But that's no longer his little girl.
Ooh.
I'm going to make an attack roll now. Here we go. Lisa is going to try stab her father.
Okay.
As Lisa takes this pitchfork out of her, like, spotted, ripped dress that is currently, like, adorned with flames, she takes out this pitchfork from behind her and kind of holds it in her arms, neck twisted a little bit, kind of glancing at Jonah, kind of eyes dripping, face, like, rotten. This dress kind of extruding, kind of with, like, hay from the front. It looks gruesome. It looks grotesque. This is not his daughter anymore. This is something demonic. And she goes for an attack. She launches at him and sticks the pitchfork in one of the spinning cogs, and it gets completely stuck and jammed, and the cog below stops working.
No.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
May, we move back to you.
You're saying the cog stopped moving.
The cog did stop moving.
Theoretically speaking, can one jump out now?
Yes, one can jump out now. You just have to get past the, in quote unquote, rubble.
Okay. I need to make it pause so I can see him, so I can command him to do stuff. Arrgh. Okay. There's multiple things that I need to do here. I'll just try to get past first. How about that? Acrobatics. Right. I got 14.
That's perfectly enough. Tell me how you get past.
Can I just like take my spear and like how people jump with like the little sticks to
Mhm.
like help them jump further? Can I just like take my spear, jump across kind of, and like take my spear back out?
Absolutely. So as
Does
you
that-
kind of leap with your spear and jump from this side, you notice like the massive gap below you, flames kind of engulfing, firing at the soles of your feet. You feel the cinders kind of prickling off the wall and land on the other side, kind of stumbling a little bit. But as you make your way kind of towards the ladder and upwards, you're viewed with Jonah for the first time. Emmanuel.
I do the same.
Hey, Thorne.
I do the
Long time no
same.
see.
You made it.
Come on. I need the magic back. 19, let's fucking
Yay.
go.
Boss, tell me
He's
how you
rolling
get
good
across.
again. I just like so after the fall, I'm a bit delirious. I'm a bit all over the place, shaken. The kind of the split decision to attack this creature instead of help it or help its father or anything has caused like my brain, my thought process to deteriorate. Seeing my own son in the mesh of the monster, now unsure whether I want to kill it, save it, or just run away as far as I can. But through all of that, I just kind of focus on this one jump, this one straight lunge across the room. I step back a little bit for a runner, and I just go for it.
Nice. You absolutely clear this. I mean, when you stick this landing, it's like, you know those gymnastics when they put the hand up and they're like, oh, they've completely cleared it, and you stick it and your feet no longer move, and you see that clear way to the ladder. It kind of highlights in your mind's eye, and you sprint for it and adjourn the rest of them on the top floor.
Let's fucking go.
Hey guys.
Hey. Climbing.
Don't attack. Okay, can I ask Jonah a question? I know he's kind of dying right now. Or like, kind of, in the middle of getting stabbed. Can I just like shout and be like, is there any way to save the pumpkins? Like to turn them back?
He kind of stammering over his words as his daughter has just launched a pitchfork at him. I don't know. And you tell this is a man in distress. He doesn't want to attack her, but he knows this is the only way to stop it.
Okay.
As we move on to the Pumpkinhead's turn. Lisa, closing this distance between them, slowly walking, pitchfork no longer in hand, by Jonah's side, about an inch away from him, narrowly missing, is going to close this distance, walking slower and slower as they get this protruding claw from their side, and they're going to try swipe at Jonah's neck and try gouge the trachea out of his neck.
I was gonna say, can I have a reaction?
Not close enough, boss.
Well, no, but like to throw. Oh.
So,
You're just spamming that button at this point.
I mean, it didn't do the right roll. There we go. So as this pumpkin, Lisa, the grotesque walk kind of tweaking as she walks, body like stammering a little, and you can tell this is like a little bit of a grotesque walk as she's walking, the claw moving higher and higher as it goes, right? And then it goes for a final slash, and it's so swift. It goes straight across Jonah's cheek from where his mutton chop starts to where his shoulder ends, and you hear that sloshing sound of kind of the skin being in a way, you know, when you hear a fork scratch against the plate, that sound kind of goes across his face, straight down to his trachea and all the way through, and you see chunks of his skin being ripped out of his throat as blood kind of protrudes away, kind of staining the walls in a little, and he goes to scream and open his mouth, but no sound kind of exits his mouth as his voice box has just been completely ripped out. Emmanuel.
Just distract him. Just distract the pumpkin. Just get the pumpkin away from him.
So, seeing a child kill one's father, for me, for Emmanuel, is very, very triggering. And all emotions that he is feeling in this moment, they're this kind of chaotic mess of confusion, of anger, of sorrow, completely washes away, and all he is left with is guilt. This just like overburdening amount of guilt, seeing this daughter rip into her father, and he does not take that well. It has been a very long time since he has truly properly felt guilt before, and he runs away. He instantly just like shudders, shakes, goes straight back down the ladder, and runs.
As
Is
Emmanuel
Jonah still
kind
alive,
of
or like
Jonah's dying. As
dying but not
Lockhart,
dead?
he's almost dead. As Lockhart is shuddering and stammering in a way, he goes down this ladder with shaking hands, kind of after seeing that aftermath of that getting voice boxed of Jonah being completely ripped out of his throat, kind of pitchfork near his side, Lisa with the final blow, kind of blood gushing out of his throat, making a pool along the floor, a grotesque sight to look at. Emmanuel goes down these sets of ladders, down the stairs, and just completely runs. Thorne,
Thorne?
we will move to you.
Okay. I'm reluctantly sort of seeing Emmanuel run, drawing my short bow, and just slowly knowing that whatever's left in Liza, she is completely gone, and the only thing now that I can really do is just stop her. And as I do, I'm knocking an arrow in, and I'm aiming not directly at her, but I'm aiming for like sort of her ankle. I'm not trying to go for like a lethal spot, but maybe to stop her balance and maybe she'd fall down, perhaps.
Push attack away.
That's a 12 to hit.
You are trying to do a push attack, correct? With your bow?
Yeah, if possible.
Tell me how you do it.
I draw my bow all the way back. I've got the arrow like really far back. It's got a lot of power to it, and as I let it fly, it hits her right in the ankle and maybe it staggers her. I'm not sure if she'll fall from that, but I'm just hoping that she'd stop what she was doing.
Whilst bleeding out, Jonah sees a flying arrow come and hit his younger daughter in the Achilles heel. Someone he had watched grown up all of his life. That was his little girl. Watching the memories of them two play happy together in the parks of Foxwillow to this, bleeding out, blood gushing on the floor, he doesn't see a pumpkin. He sees his happy little girl in front of him, and whilst that happens, he sees her get hit in the ankle, stammer, and fall. Liza falls until she hits the bottom floor. head first, exploding on the floor, brains everywhere, blood pooling on the floor, kind of human matter, her arm broken in half, wrist popping back, bone through flesh, everything like that. And he watches in disgust as he's seen the last one that he knew and he loved fall to her death. Jonah is still bleeding out. Voice box on the floor in front of him, pink kind of flesh all around from where his cheek had been completely dragged onto the claws, kind of surrounded in a pool of his own blood. It doesn't look good for him. May, how are you gonna help
Oh my god,
him?
finally, bro, finally! I've been internally fucking screaming. I want to cast Aid on, like, from far away, because I don't want to risk jumping over all of that to heal him for more, so...
Go for it.
I'm just gonna see all of that happen, and kind of, can I roll for maybe persuasion, or not really deception, but can I just talk to Jonah? Like, first of all, I heal him, so like from a distance, I just kind of like point my arms towards him and kind of like let, you know, this like green sort of aura, I guess, go towards him and like, you know, heal his throat mainly, because I'm pretty sure that's like the worst.
Mhm.
I don't know how much 5 does to him, like 5 hit points.
It wouldn't save him, quote unquote. Like, it wouldn't give him his speaking capabilities really that well back. He will get a bit of talking.
Would
so he
it
can
stop
still
like
have
most of the bleeding out?
Yes, it will.
Okay.
He would be able to still talk, but in short sentences, but it would stop him from dying, yes.
Okay. Then I cast healing, just to quickly get that out of the way, and then I want to persuade him. Or just kind of talk to him, because... Well, actually, can I just roll first to see if it's gonna...
What are you trying to do? Are you trying to persuade him?
I'm trying to persuade him to... If he is thinking about perhaps jumping because of losing his daughter, I would want to persuade him to just come down with us into safety, because was it his wife that we saw downstairs? Or like...
No, that was just a random woman. That was the woman. Martha and him had a fight, which started the whole of this fire.
So does he not have anyone else apart from his daughter?
No.
Okay. In that case, I would still, you know, want to tell him to like not jump if he is thinking about it, because, you know, not like currently the town is in like basically shambles. Like lots of buildings burnt down, but there is still just so much to still experience. Like we will need all the help to rebuild this town, to kind of get everyone back to safety, and, you know, to like this... I assume because it's their hometown, they like have a sense of safety and like comfort like tied to it.
Yeah.
So then so then basically just tell him to come down with us so that we can, you know, work towards saving the whole town. I'm like
Roll me a persuasion check.
I'm shaking. Ooh, 22.
What do you say?
Okay, so I'm kind of just like standing, just like shocked, and obviously like with, not guilt, but like just a kind of comforting look that I know how it can feel to lose like your only family left. Especially when, you know, they try to hurt you because they lose their sense of self. But that's not the end. What you witnessed is not the end of what you can still experience and we can still live through. And we need you to come with us to rebuild this town, to make it welcoming for more people, because I know this sucks to say, although what you've witnessed right now is obviously very gut-wrenching, very horrifying, very depressing, there are still many other kids out there that need our help to rebuild this town and to save them.
He kind of looks at you after saving his life, traumatized from what happened to his daughter, and he kind of takes a moment. Okay. And he stands up and he kind of tries to get himself into check, a single tear coming down his eye. And as he stands up, you hear a creaking sound. A fire ticking and the windmill crackling. Cinders of the whole building. As May, staring at Jonah, you see the wood below his feet crack and snap. And you see Jonah fall. But equally the same happens to you. And Thorne. As the whole windmill structure collapses. And you are sent falling all the way to the bottom floor. However, Jonah fell first. Seeing him falling, he lands straight next to his daughter, hitting the floor with a massive bang. You could hear this from outside as he lies there, kind of hand over daughter, Lisa, with her body, motionless in his stature. And that is where we're going to leave today.
Oh. Bravo. That was very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Very mean, I will say.
Spider-Man death towards the end, MJ style.
Yeah. Fucking hell. That was beautiful speech, by the way. Shame
Mhm.
Evan had to ruin it.
At least they're together, guys.